So, I barked on a song. Fuck that.
You shake a pretty mean cake, Batman.
I'm about to waste my fucking money on the M&M Funko. You need to stop! Help me!
That's Emmanuel then. What are we going to do?
Sorry I'm late. Bring me that horizon. Afraid I got lost on the path of life. You gotta go.
What's going on, people?
What is up? Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome to episode 62. By the way, I just want to say thank you all, and y'all are fucking awesome because the Monday Night Mayhem stream is at like 74 views. Y'all are really awesome. So
Yeah, the Monday Night Mayhem went really good. That was a fun
now,
one. And there's so
that-
much
yeah.
more that I want to talk about the oceans with that we didn't even get to. We'll do an
Dude,
ocean
we
part
could-
2 at least.
we could definitely do an ocean part 2. Probably not the next episode, but
Oh
like
no. We
after
gotta
that.
space it out.
Yeah. But yeah, so this kind of just gonna be a chill day, but Roland does have a couple topics that he wants to like bring up. But first, I want to show this to everybody. So I don't know how many of you know this. Probably most of you know that I am an avid comic book collector, and I have been collecting comics since I was a little kid. A few years back, there was a Batman TMNT crossover comic, and I only ever owned the first one. Well, recently it went on sale, and I got the entire set, and I have a Batman and TMNT crossover comic
Oh,
that
that's
I now
cool.
own. That's like 8 books in one, and it's fucking awesome. So I just wanted
That
to share
sounds
that
awesome,
because,
dude. I'd love to read that shit.
dude,
One of
it's
these
so
days,
fucking
I'll have to get on stream here, and I'll have to go through my comic box here to my right. We'll see what I have in there. That's because I know I have some really cool stuff. I have some holographics. I have some other stuff. It would be nice if I could get it organized. If we can go over everything that I have in there. But I do want to say one thing about Monday Night Mayhem, which I've really been loving doing those streams. So if you guys want us to do more of Monday Night Mayhem, we are starting it for now as the last Monday of every month. However, if you guys want
it
us to
goes
do
like,
it,
yeah.
if you guys want us to do it more often, we'll do it. We'll at least bring it up to twice a month. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
So if you guys want us to do it twice a month, freaking weekly, we can figure it out. But the Monday Night Mayhems have been great. The Halloween one at first was freaking awesome. And the same thing with the Oceans one that we just did. And I've been doing so many streams recently. I mean, it's that one on Monday night. And then I have the Witten. Shout out to King's Advisors on his channel. I was not there last night. I was so beat from work. I couldn't make it. But that, John Graber's streams, all this other stuff. By the way, John just did a great stream the other day where he made all of these different dioramas.
Yeah, like
Take a look at
I
it.
tuned into it, and it was really, really cool. It was really cool.
Which
So,
one did you see him making? Because I didn't tune in until he was already making the Endor one.
that was actually like kind of around the time because I happened to be working when he was like,
Yeah,
doing
because
it.
I was off that day, so I was like, I'm bored as hell. And then they had me on. So
Yeah.
but, it's a lot of fun. Great people. Nikki always tells me I have a small penis. That's okay.
She literally came into Monday Night Mayhem.
I was so
commented-
surprised to see her there, dude. I was like, Nikki.
Well, because I sent the link into the
Girl.
Hangar Bay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Send a link to Henry right now.
I just did.
Okay.
So I think me sending the link in to Hanabay helped because when I started or when we started that stream, we were at 192 subs. Now we're at 196.
Yeah,
So
shout out to Nikki and the Salty Inferno. Go and subscribe to
yeah,
the Salty Inferno. She has a great channel over there. She will not want me telling you this because she'd be like, but yeah. No, she's good people. She just won't promote herself, so I have to promote her. So do all of us. We all should. She's awesome.
I
And
actually feel
she's
bad
too
seeing
modest for
have
that. Which is funny to say because she's definitely not modest on stream. But Nikki doesn't promote herself as much as she should because she has a great channel going on over there. Other than that, I mean, it's been a good week. It's been a busy week for me. I worked all weekend from Friday to Sunday. I was off Monday and I worked 9 to 8 yesterday. Yeah, it's been a really busy week with a lot of fish and reptiles. We had our
today's the
sale going on.
first today's the first day off that I've had since literally last week on Wednesday.
Damn.
Like, well, because the thing is, and not to, I'm trying not to get super like deep into things, but like, okay, pause. But like, the cost of living has gone up so fucking high that it's like that like I have to work as much as much as I possibly can, but I would work every single day, but I need a mental health day. And so that's kind of why I take Wednesdays off to do this show so that cuz when I'm here, this is my like mental health. This is my like therapy kind of sort of. Like it's something that just helps me to not or to like unwind from everything. So,
No, I 100% agree. And like having the people, which like at the moment we started a little bit early, so there's probably not as many people in chat right now. But having chat, having like just our conversation here, talking to everybody on here, yeah, it's great, man. I love it, and you guys all make this happen. Like otherwise, we would just be two assholes talking to each other, which at the moment we are. But it's totally awesome. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good people, a lot of good friends. We've met a lot of good friends through this, and I
yeah.
can't be more thankful for those friends. And I
I
just perfect. It's a perfect medium for everybody to just come and it's the middle of the week. You had a shit Monday or a shit Tuesday, and you just need somewhere to come and hang out for a couple hours, and yeah, it's us. We'll hang out with you. It's like I
and
said
it's
today,
kind
we
of
don't have a ton of topics, but we have some things we can talk about. And otherwise, it doesn't mean we're not going to be here. We're always going to be here, unless I'm literally sick as a dog. Like I will be here. So
and
if I'm not
like,
bedridden, I'm gonna still be on this stream. I might be so sick I don't want to show my face on camera, but I'll still be here for you guys if I can. Because there are people that really genuinely appreciate this every week, and you have no
yeah.
idea that I appreciate you guys more.
Yeah, and that's kind of like that's something that like it's kind of weird to hear. It's like I have people that Roland and I are friends with, both in real life and also like, online that like have told me like we look forward to your show every single Wednesday. And like it's kind of weird to hear that because I never thought that like, they can watch Rogan, they can go watch the Forbidden Frontier, but they choose to come here and watch us,
Yeah,
which is something that is so awesome. That's so cool because we're the most unorganized show ever, and
that's
people
the
still
thing
choose to
because
come
we're
and
so
watch us.
we're so real. Like
Yeah,
I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying it's literally just us. You're not getting any bullshit jokes. You're not getting any one of like well, I'm sure there's a lot of bullshit jokes, but you're not getting like us in the form of like and we're not acting in front of you. Like, this is how we are. This is our true
Yeah, like
friends. We are genuine, and it's hard to find genuine YouTubers these days. And even if we're just doing this ourselves here, it's not anything different than like these gamers or Theory or Friday Night Tights, but still, like it's a smaller community, and sometimes those smaller communities are the more fun. Like that's why
well,
I'm so
yeah,
invested in the Hangar Bay with X-Wing and other people, which
yeah.
we might be getting X-Wing on here soon. I just want to say that,
I
but
wasn't gonna say anything about that, but yeah, I mean,
he's out. I've
hopefully,
been talking to him. Been talking to him.
hope, hopefully,
So,
hopefully
well,
that
yeah, as long
that
as
w-
no, we'll make it work for him. He knows the week, so it might
yeah.
not be on the Wednesday as usual, but episode 66 would be perfect.
For X-Wing, that would be awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I just talked to him at length the other night in Discord. So we're figuring something out. But I
That's all
mean,
good.
he's got a shout out to X Wing, by the way. Go and subscribe to his channel because he's freaking awesome, and he's one of the
Didn't he just get to like 11K, or has he
yeah.
not hit that yet?
I
Oh,
think he hit
okay.
it. I think he hit it the other
Yeah,
night. He's one of
yeah.
my best YouTube friends, and he's a really good person. And it's just, I wouldn't be doing the same stuff I'm doing today if it wasn't for him.
He's one of those people that you know how you said that like you and me are real. He's one of those real people. Caleb's one of those.
He is so like honest, and that's what I like. That's why I love Ryan Kennel so much on RK Outpost. Like that's why I love certain YouTubers so much, is because I'm like, you guys are legit. You're not bullshitting.
That's why I vibe with like Kane's advisors and
Exactly.
Daimyo and like
Yeah,
Dog
obviously
too.
Kings and Daimyo and all of our friends. Yeah, of course. But like we've all started around the same time period or like year and a half
I,
to 2 years. Like
well, yeah, but I wasn't doing a live stream podcast every week. I was just doing gaming videos. But then it's kind of it's it kind of was a blessing back in like February when our mains like because we used to record our show on an app and then we would upload it to Spotify afterward and it stopped working. And then Roland said, why don't we do StreamYards? And I was like, okay, sure. I don't know how to work it, but sure. And then it made things so much easier. It
yeah,
was so much easier. And so since that time, the the growth of the fellowship has been like amazing. And we've had some real weird trolls and people here, but hey, listen,
yeah.
I
Where are the trolls at? I'm surprised.
I think I think everyone's kind of just worn out. I think that's like what it is. I mean, we have two in chat. I'm
Is
sure we'll have more.
one of them you?
No,
Okay, because one of
no.
them is me
Oh,
on my phone.
well,
So
then we
there's
have one in
somebody
chat.
here. You, whoever you are, you're cool. It's probably my
Yes,
mom.
sir. Yes, sir. It
It's
probably is, honestly.
probably my mom. She's probably on lunch
Shout
break
out
right
to
now.
you. Um, nah, but like well, because the funny thing about that was that Rowan wanted to go live for like so long, and I was worried that like it wasn't gonna work, and then we had no choice. We had to go live, and then since that time, it's been beautiful. So it's just
Oh
really
man,
cool.
this is the way to go.
It's really cool. Just I think the thing with me is that it's so cool being like in the moment to be able to talk to people live. That's like the coolest thing about it.
No, that's awesome. And you really get to actually physically communicate with your community, and I don't like to use that word, but our fellowship of fans. And
Yeah.
I don't mean fans of us. I just mean fellowship of fans in general. Fans of things that I might not even be a fan of, but it's still a fellowship of people that understand one another and how they feel about the things that they love. And we're going in this direction now where we don't want to watch this scripted television. We don't want to watch scripted late night shows like Jimmy Kimmel went off air during the strike, and it's like, okay, so you had writers. You never were on. Like, none of you were honest. None of you hosts were honest. And then when you go and watch the podcast that they started between like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Colbert, and the British guy that no one gives a fuck about.
Are you?
John Oliver. John Oliver? Yeah, who the fuck watches John Oliver? Oh, my
I
favorite late night
despise
host
that
is
dude.
John Oliver. All right, you're the nerd. Go fucking sit at your table because ain't nobody gonna fucking watch him. So what I'm saying is,
I despise him. I despise all of them, but like,
yeah, no,
I despise him
and
most.
Seth Meyers, they fucked him, but it's like you were all enjoyable at some point. And then Colbert had to be like, da 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 vaccine, da 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 da. Like, you're retarded.
I think another
Like,
thing
you were bad. You were
is
so bad. You were so boring. Saturday Night Live is not funny. None of this shit is funny. And that's why you catch people watching YouTube more than anything because we're real. Yes, can we do House of the Dragon? No. Can we do some of these really great shows that are out there like Cobra Kai? No.
no.
But we're more entertaining just by being a natural person. We're better than the fucking talk shows. Like, you ever seen Star Wars Theory get Sam Witwer on? He's getting celebrities on his fucking channel. He's getting people from Cobra Kai and Karate Kid on his Karate Kid channel, and they're talking about it. Like, I'd much rather watch that straight up interview where they're real as fuck than watch Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, apparently,
It's all
I was
fake.
going through my
Except for when Brie
I was
Larson put her tits out. That was good.
well. There is one thing I will say is that I really fucked with John Stewart, but then they kicked him off of cable news too.
I
Or
couldn't even tell you who Jon Stewart is. I
he
never watched that shit. I literally could not even tell you who he is. I don't care. I stopped watching anything like that as soon as Craig Ferguson retired because he was actually funny.
he's most known for going to the Congress and yelling at them because they didn't want to fund a bill giving money to the firefighters that saved 9/11
I would just watch
victims.
Alex Stein then.
Yeah.
To be fair, like Alex Stein was like, "Hey, AOC, my favorite big booty Latina," and she just goes like this, and then she makes a video right after, like, "I was just harassed," blah 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 blah. It's like,
I wanted to show you this though.
funny.
So, like, Roland poured his heart out on
Oh, dude,
this,
I went hard on that comment, dude.
and someone said, "Dude, grow up."
What did I say? I don't even remember what I said. I'm the fucking co-host. Lick my nuts, you dumb bitch.
Roland said, Filoni won't be able to save Star Wars, but we can and we will. The fans, those who create new stories in that universe, the ones who create fan films, the ones who continue to love the beautiful universe George created. That's going to keep Star Wars alive, not some corporate bureaucratic conglomerate. It's going to come down to us, the fans who grew up with it and have known it better than any of them, the ones who truly love it for what it is, not for what it is, not is. Star Wars is Star Wars, and they can never take that away from us. Hail the fellowship of the fans who keep the fight going. That Molina said, "Dude, grow up." Who the fuck even is that?
Hold on, I'm gonna comment on that right now.
No, that
I'm gonna comment on that right now. When was this? What video is this? Anyone?
Phil, yeah, shit is hilarious, bro. Hey, we got some people in chat here. What up, Ronnie?
Hey! No,
Is it
fuck you.
Rolo's? It is not Rolo's turn to be doxxed. Oh, Pilgrim, since you're here, look, I got a Batman TMNT comic. The shit goes hard. But yeah, Roland's about to get so pissed at this dude.
I'm not. I'm just gonna simply. Hey, by the way, at Matthew Molina 2706. It's good to see you, buddy. I hope I didn't scare you away. I don't even need to comment because you know what? I don't care.
It really
What should I
doesn't
grow up
fucking
to?
matter.
What should I grow up to? Quite frankly, my friend, what should I grow up to? Is there anything?
Loving Star Wars?
Loving
I
Star
guess that's
Wars?
what.
Should I grow up to enjoying Star Wars in the way that I believe in? And because you like Ahsoka, I will say one thing. Because obviously you do. Because if you're saying dude grow up, then obviously you like that. That's okay. Enjoy it. Jerk off to it. Have fun while Sabine gets stabbed by your saber. But you know what? I don't care. Because I've been a Star Wars fan my entire life. And I know how I feel about Star Wars. And you know how you feel about Star Wars. So you feel the way that you feel about it, and I'll feel the way that I feel about it. But as the co-host of this channel, I will indeed say how I feel about certain comments and certain things, no matter what.
It's also
And nothing that you say is ever going to change my mind. Now, I am completely okay.
Wait. It's John's alt account? No, it's not.
No, it's not. No, it's not. And I don't think anything that I said in that comment was wrong.
No.
I really don't. And I didn't attack anybody.
What you said was like factually true. You said that none of the executives can save Star Wars. It's up to the fans.
Us.
Right. Like that's literally like not controversial. Like that's like there's like nothing to be argued with. And also, if that comment's real, I just want to say Star Wars Santa's a fan of the sequels and he's never told Roland to grow up. Like what's so funny? What?
What comment?
Oh.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. YouTube, there's a class act and how you do it. You don't have to say nothing.
I just think that everyone should follow the example.
Look at it. Just look at it. See, refresh. See what I said.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
That is how you do it.
You have a new comment. Oh Jesus Christ. Okay. Pulling up the comments. Oh shit.
That's how you do it.
Oh shit.
That's how you do it.
Yo, Roland.
You give them no time of day.
Roland destroyed him.
God bless America.
I'm a legal adult.
God bless America. I have nothing else to say to you. Grow up. I'm a legal adult. Nothing else to say to you, dumbass.
He literally turns 23 on Friday, so.
Yeah, you want to say something? Then let's go. But
Well,
you give like just by I just explained everything in that comment to a T, and your only answer is grow up. All right, I'm a legal adult. I will hit you with the same energy. God bless America.
at least like make a comment that like can spark like a conversation. Like, don't just say like an insult. Just say something that like, we can talk about.
Yes,
Like,
no balls because they don't have anything to talk about. They have nothing to say. To you, Matthew, why don't you come up with something actually good to talk about with us? I will be more than happy to put you on this show and debate you. Be more than happy to do it. Don't just put grow up in the comments because you know what? I will send you the link. I will have you come on here and then you can debate me in person. And I'm totally fucking cool with that. I have no problem debating you in person. And if you prove me wrong, you prove me wrong.
well, I
But let's
think
do it
he
like
might
men.
I think he
Not
might
like
be a
children.
Filoni boy. I think that
I
might
don't
be
be a
like
slutty
what it
boy.
is.
So was I for years.
Yeah.
If you'd watched any of our content, you would know that I was defending Ahsoka for the first couple episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Except for Sabine being stabbed, I defended the show.
The final 2 episodes is really what killed that show for me. That was what killed it for me.
And I did not defend Mandalorian, but I defended
Nope.
Mandalorian season 2. I defended Andor. I defended all these other different shows. I'm even defending Attack on Titan's finale, and a lot of people don't like it. But like,
Yeah, I've seen people hate it, but
it's not as bad as the manga, though. The manga ending was worse. So what I'm saying is like, yeah, if you want to come on and debate me, come on and debate me because I have no problem sitting here and talking to you and having a cordial, civil conversation about what is going on in our fandoms and things that we enjoy in life. And I do not have a problem talking to you about that. But if your only answer to me is grow up, that's hilarious.
it'll
Joke of an argument.
it'll be cordial unless they bring the Halo show up to you.
It'll still be cordial. If you like the
Okay.
Halo show, have I not been cordial with those who like The Last Jedi? I have.
Oh God. Oh no.
No, he's
Better
just Pilgrim's just fucking with me.
better than
But
Fargo, bro.
no. Pilgrim's fucking with me because he knows I love Fargo, and he knows I hate the
Right.
Halo show. But I like honestly, I have no problem if somebody has a problem with us and they want to come on here and talk to us. Go the fuck ahead and do it. We will send you the link. I will send you the link right now. We could have this conversation. We could
Yeah,
talk
like
cordially back and forth. And
I got no
if
problem with
you would have
like
loved, like
someone.
I've done the same thing with Star Wars Santa. When I'm on Santa's show, he knows that I hate the prequel or the sequels.
Mhm.
He hates the prequels. So we still have a good conversation and we're friends. Like, it doesn't change the fact that I can still have a conversation with somebody. It's just don't you like go and put in the comments some stupid buzzwords because you feel like that's gonna hurt me at all, because it's not. I was called the N word and the F word and every other word in the book when I played Modern Warfare 2 and Halo 3 back in 2007. So you know what? Any word you say to me is not going to affect my brain whatsoever.
Apparently, I owe Ronnie an apology because when we were in my um Discord on Saturday, we were watching a wrestling show, and there was a wrestler who was like rumored to come back, and I said that he wasn't going
Punk?
to, and Ronnie said, "Huh?
Punk?
Yeah,
Punk's
yeah,
back?
Punk's back, yeah,
Yeah, I knew that. That's what I'm saying. He's back. He's
yeah,
back.
no, no, but like I'm saying, I thought he wasn't going to come back, and then Ronnie said that he Ronnie said that he was. So I just want to say I'm sorry to. I just want to say that I'm sorry to that. I'm sorry to Ronnie. No, but like
I don't
to
fucking
your
like
point
Punk.
though.
So
Yeah.
I used to
To
like Punk, and then Punk got like more political than Mark Hamill. It's like you're CM Punk. You're supposed to be a dickhead. And you're going for identity politics. Like I can't stand your shit, dude. Shut up.
back on your Star Wars Santa thing though. It's like he's like made it like abundantly clear that he likes Rey. And like me as someone who doesn't really like Rey, I still don't judge Santa because everyone's entitled to their opinions. As long as you're not being a douchebag about it, I don't care. Like it's
Exactly.
like
Exactly. Santa has willingly had me on knowing that I do not like the sequels at all. And
yes.
we've talked about that both behind stage and on stage, and we've spoken about that on and off. And there's literally nothing that I can say bad about the guy. If
Right.
anybody has something bad to say about Santa, I just completely disagree with you. He is nothing but cordial. He is nothing but nice. He strictly is a Santa Claus. He is the sweetest, happiest, most jovial person that you could talk to on the internet.
To be honest,
I
Damio,
never
I don't
will
get it
either, and
either.
I said that to
But
him. I said that to
yeah.
him months ago when I was on stream talking to him specifically about that. I said like I don't understand it, but I love the fact that you are so into it. Like it that's beautiful to me. So that's why I've always ever said that, like, yes, I don't like the sequel trilogy, but anyone who does, I wish I could feel the way that Santa feels about it. Because he loves all of it. But then again, he hates the prequels.
Yeah,
You know what
that's
I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get mad at him for hating the prequels. He doesn't get mad at me for hating the sequels. We just don't like that shit. But not to mention the fact that we could all get down to the fact that we love Star Wars. Now, if you were to tell me you love Rings of Power more than you love Lord of the Rings, I'm gonna smack you. Like that's different.
I'm sure there's some sick and demented person out there who has seen the Peter Jackson Lord of the Rings and then saw like Rings of Power and was seal clapping saying, I love
I
the Rings
go
of Power.
Galadriel, yes!
Yeah.
Fucking god damn it. Fuck. It's still the best part about their promotion is the guy taking a piss in the background as they're fucking walking past. The funniest shit in the world. They didn't care at all. They just left the guy in the background taking a piss. He was like,
Something
"Penis
that
on fire."
kind of to like Damio's point though, what he like says here, I definitely don't like that he likes them so much. There's okay. I'm sorry, but loving the sequels and hating the prequels is the worst type of Star Wars fan. He's a nice guy, but that perspective is trash. Like I so
I
here's my
disagree
thing.
because he can love it. All right, like that's I don't have a problem with him liking it. Do I have to agree with it? No, I don't agree with it. But he can like it. Just like Roman and I and Daimyo and I and all these other people disagree politically or disagree on other things. We're all still friends. I can disagree with Santa full heartedly and still talk to him often and be friends with him. And that's okay with me. Like that he knows that I have no animosity towards him. He has no animosity towards me. We just disagree on a certain story. Do I agree with that at all? Fuck no. But you won't see me curse on his channel. You won't see me talk shit on his channel. You won't see me do any of that stuff because that's not what I do because I respect him as a person.
We're not shills, Damio. Fuck off.
No, because I respect my friends. Like
Roland's walk.
if Daimyo and X-Wing and Caleb and all them hated the prequels, I would still respect them as good friends.
Yeah,
Like, it doesn't change the fact that, like, I have friends that love everything Star Wars, or I have friends that love everything Marvel, and I highly disagree with that shit. Because to them, it's just the next thing. But I'm going to highly disagree with you, but I'm not just going to be like, you're an idiot because you think this is good. It's like, okay, you think
Ro-
this is good, I don't. And I have a different
Roland
perspective than you do.
Roland literally called me after he walked out of The Last Jedi saying how fucking angry he was at that movie.
No, it's Rings
Like,
of Power. Or not Rings of Power, it's Rise of Skywalker. That's what it was.
oh, okay. Yeah. But like he was so pissed. So I don't think that he's a shill because he hated I mean, would you say you hated The Force Awakens?
No,
Did you hate that one?
nope. I thought it was a
No?
complete copy of A New Hope, but I didn't think it was bad.
Right. Yeah.
There was aspects of it that I hated.
What
Hey,
up,
Jake.
Trav?
What's up, buddy?
Okay, no, but like
Daniel,
that
where the fuck are you at? I know you're not doing
he
anything.
said he's like working on things just fine.
That's gay.
So no, look, that's not what I meant, Damio. What I meant was for the 50th time, if I'm looking for a storytelling medium, I don't go to Star Wars first. I like the story. And I like Star Wars for its story. But if I want a story-driven movie, I watch Lord of the Rings or something. That's not I'm saying that Star Wars isn't it's not my go-to for storytelling. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that I I'm not saying that that's I don't know how to explain it, but like it's not my go-to if I want like a storytelling movie. That's all. That's like my like only point. How's it taste? What are you on today, bro?
I mean, a side job. How's it tasting? Did it make you bend over? Or like,
Star Wars is extremely story driven. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't go to it for
oh,
story.
shut
I
the
go to
fuck
Lord
up.
of
What are you talking about? Neither do I. I've read more Star Wars EU books than you have even owned.
Yeah,
Don't you give me
wait.
that shit. I've
You
read more. You
you
haven't
can
even
say
read Lord of the Rings, you son of a bitch. Don't give me that shit.
that about me. You cannot say that about Rolo. You cannot. He is a Star Wars encyclopedia. We had the captain of the football team walk up to him and ask him questions after he saw the new movies.
Yeah,
That's how.
you can't say shit about me and my Star Wars knowledge. You know that I know more shit. I could tell you dates and fucking times. Can you tell me dates and times? Do you tell me certain components that need to go into a certain ship to make the hyperdrive work?
How do you
Certain
know that
species
shit, though?
biology.
How do you know that shit, though?
Because all I did was research Star Wars because I had so much more fun researching Star Wars lore and mythology and things like that. Yeah, you
We're
call
not
it
doing that.
blabber, but that's exactly what you would have said to your teacher.
I beat Rolly in Star Wars
No, you
Trivia.
didn't, Jake. No, you didn't.
Why don't we try it on Saturday, Trav?
Yeah, right.
Because Rolo got no bitches. That's really also bullshit. That's also bullshit.
Gonna say, Ronnie. Excuse me. Who the fuck are you? Because I know a lot. I can say some things, Ronnie. So don't even start with that shit.
Don't, don't, don't,
Yeah,
don't
naked
say
mud
anything.
wrestling, Jake. That's the main event on Saturday.
Oh, oh Jesus. Oh God. Oh Lord.
Naked mud wrestling in the cold.
I would pay to see Rolo and Star Wars Marvel purists debate Star Wars EU. Ooh, that would be fun. That would be fun.
We did. We just talked about it.
Oh, really? When?
We didn't debate it, but Star Wars Marvel purist and I were talking in chat the other night in
Oh,
VC. Yeah, we had a great conversation.
I
We
think
were talking
Damio
with
likes to.
we were talking with
I think
Maria and X Wing. We had a great time in there. We were talking for hours, and Maria, yo, oh my God. Yo, Maria has a Sims mod for Star Wars characters, and she created Raylo. And they literally fucked. Literally, like, full screen fucked. Like, she was like, look, I can make them romance. And I was like, what are you doing? And she was like, it's a funny ass mod. And I was like, what are you doing? And it's literally just like, Kylo Ren just like, fucking going ham on Ray, bro. I was like, bro.
The Sims is like
Exposed. I'm sorry, Maria, exposed. It was so fucking funny though. We were dying laughing. It was the funniest
the
shit.
Sims. The Sims itself is like, hilarious, but I stopped playing it
Dude,
after I
but
got
they're
out of my
doing the
like.
sim. They're doing Simlish, like Sim English, like as they're like the climate score doesn't Zanny, and it's like, fuck.
I played it after I got out of
Like,
my
that's
like
funny.
rebellious teenage phase, and I would stop drowning my Sims in the pool. Like, that was when I stopped playing it. Was when I was like 15 or 16, and
Yeah,
then
Ronnie got scared there for a second. He's like, "Oh, I'm just trolling. I'm just trolling."
yeah, it's like that one quote that Syndrome said. Now you respect me because I'm a threat. Now Ronnie wants the respect because you threatened to say something about him.
No, I would never. Ronnie knows that.
No, but like
What Ronnie and I have talked about behind the scenes is personal shit. That's I would never.
I
I
know
would never do
Damio's I know that Damio's trolling, but like in all seriousness though, Roland is like you could ask him a random ass thing about like,
I don't think it would be a debate.
Star Wars.
I really
What?
don't think it. Like, if I talk to Star Wars Marvel purists, I don't think it would be a debate. I think we would just be having a good time, like we did the other
I'm
night,
saying
talking. Like it wouldn't be anything. He wouldn't. We would not be disagreeing with each other at all. It would just be like I can't talk on Marvel as much as he can, but it would just be a regular Star Wars debate. It wouldn't be like, oh, you're wrong, I'm wrong. Like, no, we'd probably agree on like almost 90% of everything. Like, yeah, he gets it. He's a good guy.
so we kind of have brought up Dave a little bit in the past, and I want to ask you a question. So, do you like that he's bringing a lot of the old extended universe things into
No,
his shows, but he's
nope,
making it his?
no,
Because like at first I thought that I liked it, but now I
nope,
just don't.
nope.
Like,
I was cool with Rebels Thrawn, but I think I no, not at all.
yeah, and I don't have the books to like, go off of either, so but purist is a purist. You're a shill. Yo, why is everybody hating on us today, yo? What the fuck is going on? I don't understand. So how's everybody's week been? Good. Hope that everyone's doing well. I think Rolo saw something. No, what he said, Daimyo, was that him and Purist would have a good conversation. Is what he said. He said that they would probably agree on like 90% of things. Oh man, that's strong. My man's going to take a nap. But yeah, what's going on with what's going on? What's going on with everybody? Talk to me. We have a really cool song to like play for the outro too. Once once we get to that point, I'll join Drop Link, bro. Oh right, I thought I sent it to you earlier on Discord. Hold on. There you are.
Sorry about that.
What happened?
No, just human beings in my household who don't understand the fact that I'm running a stream right now.
Oh, okay.
Even
I
though,
feel you. No,
even though there's a motherfucking sign on my door that says I'm running a stream right now.
I have that same sign on my door too, but yeah, no one seems to respect it. I mean, at least in like regards of like my family, at least they
Bro,
want.
what do you want for lunch? I'm not hungry. I'm going to get food after.
Yeah, it's well, um,
I
I
appreciate.
didn't.
I appreciate it, but like I'm not eating on stream.
8 minutes late to school. Damn, Ronnie. 8 minutes late
What
to
the
school.
fuck? It's 1:30. What time do you start school?
It's 1:30 for us.
Yeah, but it's 10:30 for him. What time do you start school?
Yeah, wait a second. Didn't we have to start at like 7:26?
We were in school by 7:13. That was homeroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
The fuck?
That's yo, if Ronnie has to start school at like 10, that's based as shit.
What are you starting school at? That's California for you. Crazy ass state.
You know what? Now that like we're out of hut, I have free first period. Okay, but still. So your first period's three
Yeah,
three
still,
hours,
yeah.
Ronnie?
Our first period started at 7:30.
It's called block periods. Fuck you, Daimyo. We didn't
Block
have that
periods are
shit, okay?
gay. Block periods are gay. Block periods are only cool for fucking tech kids.
Yeah, we never did block, I don't think, right?
No, block is retarded.
They they have to let the libs get all of the beauty sleep they can
Oh
get. They
shit.
fucking need it.
Shut up,
Because you
Dino. You're in
have,
California too.
but like isn't block periods like you have like 90-minute classes or something?
Yes.
Isn't that what that is?
That's
Yeah.
way worse.
I would not be able to fucking do that.
That's
I could,
college before college.
yeah, it's yeah,
I had 4-hour
like
classes.
Eugene and Portland are arguably much worse than San Francisco.
Yeah,
The
but they
whole
don't
like
have
West.
any crackheads on the street shitting in front of your school.
I mean, we have that in Philly, but it's not to the San Francisco level.
At this point, it's Philly, Chicago, and San Francisco are the worst cities in the country.
Chicago's pretty, yeah, like that, yeah, it's pretty bad. Chicago is like, Jesus Christ. Like, shout out to Crimson because I think he lives in Illinois, but
He
I
lives
would
in
not.
Illinois, but not Chicago. That's actually not entirely true, Daimyo. Do you know somebody who lives there? Because my uncle lives there. They're
Portland's
just
all.
woke as fuck, and they have to deal with Antifa.
I mean,
It ain't as
I
bad
don't
as it ain't as bad as literally homeless people creating 2-story buildings made of scaffolding that they're fucking living in. It ain't that. You don't have tent cities in Portland the same way you have them down there.
tent cities are everywhere though.
I was in Portland 2
Unfortunately,
years ago. It ain't the same way. It ain't the same. Because I was in San Francisco 5 years ago, and it was exactly, if not worse than what it is now.
Portland
They have
has.
10 cities, but not 10 cities like that. They don't have fucking 3 stories.
He's filming a hostage video. Oh shit.
No, I have to talk to him about this because that is false, Rolo. I've been going up to Portland since I was like 10 years old. Have you been there once, or do you just have an uncle that lives there?
No, I've been there multiple times.
No, it's bad out over there, dude. It's not just Antifa. There are tent cities up there. There are crackheads shitting in the streets. There are needles. It's just
I'm
as
not
bad as
saying
San
that-
Francisco. And in
I don't
fact,
think it's just as bad, dude. I think
when
San
was the last time
Francisco.
you were in SF? You just probably get all your news about SF from the news itself, right? Or internet.
The last time I was in SF was 2018.
Well, then don't talk about it. They're both bad right now. My sister lived up there until last year. I mean, I've been up there a bunch of times, like more than 10 times easily.
I'm not saying it's not bad. My uncle tells me how bad it is, but I've heard so many worse things from San Fran. You know, you live in a shit state. You're moving out of it.
I know. I'm not defending it. I'm saying it's not what you guys think it is. A lot of people like to talk shit about SF, and they have the right to, but it literally is only like a handful of streets, which could be argued about the same thing with Portland. But
those streets are the streets that if you set foot on, you're fucked.
yes, but you know it. A
Which
lot
is
of the times,
same.
a lot of the times people. Well, no, a lot of the times people just hear about certain specific streets in SF and think it's the worst city in the world. But Chicago, it's far more dangerous. You go into Chicago, you're getting shot. Agree. And then same with Portland, though. Like it's pretty much just as bad as San Francisco, except there aren't the amount of riots that there are in Portland. That's legitimate.
Portland's bad, man. My uncle, he's not even actually my blood related uncle, but he's lived in Oregon his whole life. But he loves Philadelphia, and so he's like an Eagles fan and a Phillies fan and all this other shit because his family has lived out here before and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he comes here for the sole reason of just to get the fuck away from Portland. Because he's like, people are retarded. Like, he can't stand. And he himself is not even conservative, but he can't stand the hardcore fucking liberals that are there.
Yeah. Well, listen, I got to get back to what I was doing. I just wanted to hop in and argue for a second.
Yeah, that's all you ever want to do, you old man. We're still on for tonight, though, right?
Yeah, it's George Knapp. Go to the Discord, go to the group chat, and actually, you don't have to read too much. Just get familiar with who George Knapp is.
I know who George Knapp is.
Well, just do a little bit of watching or reading.
I've done a lot of that over the past couple of years, but yeah, I'll go take a look and see what exactly it is that you want.
Okay. All right. Bye.
See you later, monkey man.
Man literally just came on to argue with you.
Yeah, I'll let him, but I'm I know for a fact that San Fran is not. It is worse.
Probably because we're so close to it, but I still think Philly is like pretty bad.
It
It's
is
like
fucking bad. I'm not defending it at all. It was so much better when Mayor Nutter was the mayor. That's a fact.
yeah,
That is
yeah,
a fact. He was respected, and he was a good fucking mayor. The only problem they had at that point, the main problem they had when he was there was Kensington.
yeah. But then what happened was that Kensington spread to the whole city.
That's what I'm saying.
Like,
After he
yeah,
was gone, it spread out. And we have a
yes,
Yakuza problem. A lot of people don't know that. There's a Yakuza problem in Philly.
yeah, yeah.
Like a big one. There's organized crime all over that city.
There's a problem with everything now, bro. And that's kind of like the scary part is that we live in such a violent world and such like a crazy world that like yeah, like we talk about San Francisco and Chicago and Portland and Philly, but I'm pretty sure it's everywhere. Like it's like everywhere that these things are happening. And I think it's because the world's just become more crazy and people don't care. That's what I think it is that it's a lot of selfishness. It's that like everyone's in it for like themselves, which is kind of like what I think is like, a big problem.
Welcome to
But
humanity.
Kensington is actually making a little bit of a turnaround. How? How?
Jake's not wrong. There is been a slight turnaround. Slight. I'm talking slight. Hairpin slight. But there has been. Yeah, Jake, you should come on the show too. What the fuck? Pilgrim also has a point.
Actually,
which I agree with Pilgrim.
All due respect to what Pilgrim is saying, I knew that was going to get brought up, and I just found some research for it. And so the national poverty rate in the U.S. was 12.4%. So these are the 10 poorest states. Now, I don't play red and blue shit here, but red state, red state, red state, blue state, red state, red state, red state, red state, red state, blue state. I I just want to put that out there. I just want to say that. So I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to gotcha him, but
No.
it's just
It also has to do with the exact demographic of said state. Like if you
right,
you were saying
yeah,
oh, the amount of poverty in Wyoming, it's like, well, there's fucking nobody in Wyoming, so
right, yeah.
there's going to be a higher
I
percentage of
understand that.
poverty there just by demographic speaking, compared to New York, where it's like, oh my god, New York's poverty level is so high. It's like, yeah,
There's so many fucking people.
billions of fucking.
There's so many fucking people. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like you can say the same thing about Texas and be like, wow, look at how bad this red state is doing. When in reality, it's like, yeah, on their specific percentage, it's not the same thing. And that's true, Great Pilgrim. A poor state doesn't equal a homeless issue.
I'm not saying that like it does, but I'm saying that like consistent like poverty can lead to homelessness. So that's like the part that I'm saying is that like I don't play blue and red states. I consider every state to be, American states. But if it's mentioned that, a blue state's worse than a red state in something, okay, fine. But if you want to talk about the poorest states, I think a lot of what it is that the states with the more people probably are more poorer too.
Exactly. But
Word, yeah.
that's true.
Yeah, and so like and I'm saying like I personally respect where Pilgrim's coming from, but I also though think that it's not as black and white as just saying, red state and blue state. I think it's that there's overall in our country the poverty's going up and due to the fact that everything costs so much money, people can't survive. And due to that, people are becoming homeless. So that's what I think it is. I mean, in our country, we're we are, I'm pretty sure I would have to do more research on this fact, but I'm pretty sure we're the only country that, if anybody thinks homelessness has any sort of correlation to political affiliation, I would disagree. Right. That's what I'm saying, Jake. It 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 doesn't have to do with like red or blue states. It has nothing to fucking do with that. It has to do with it has to do with the fact that like they raised the cost of everything, but then didn't give the people any means to survive. That is the worst part of it. It's like how like I was saying, we're the only country I think that I know of where renters can raise rent without having to tell the people that pay that rent. Like, say that my rent went to I don't know, say I was paying $1,500 a month for rent. My renter doesn't have to tell me. They could raise it to $2,000 without having, and I'd have to pay it, or else I was out of a place to live. That happens to people in this country constantly. And so I don't think it's a liberal or a conservative type of an issue. I think it's more so along the lines of that our politicians are like severely bought and paid for. And I think a lot of things get fixed once you deal with that. But I don't know, it's just me. But that was just something that not trying to do a gotcha, like I said, to Pilgrim, but I just wanted to point that out because I think that full um full disclosure matters is is I think we buy into the political system to a delusional extent. No, I mean, that's definitely true, Jake. I think that what it is that people get so and this goes for both sides. What happens is that people think this one person's going to save everybody, or this one person's going to change things, or like not sure either party really makes any difference to the societal issues that we face. Well, right. And so that's kind of my point though, is that people were convinced in 2020 that Joe Biden was going to usher in a brand new prosperous age, and no, he didn't do that. Now, granted, those people were stupid, but you could say the same thing about 2016 and 2012 and 2008. Every 4 years there's someone that comes along that makes a whole lot of promises and then does nothing with those said promises. It always happens. It happens every 4 years. There's someone that comes along that people fuck with, and then they vote that person into office and they don't do anything with it because they don't care. It's all, they want the power, they want the money, and they want the fame. They don't care about the people. Jake just said something that is so fucking brilliant. I think we buy into the political system to a delusional extent. That is so facts. That is so
Oh,
facts.
that's absolutely fucking true.
People who become homeless due to cost increases can usually bounce back in some way. There are resources available. The main issue is the drug epidemic and how they're handling the homeless. So I think that's definitely a big part of it. But I would also say that, like, I've been homeless. My mom's not a drug addict. It's just that we just couldn't, like, they raised our rent without telling us, and we just, didn't have any word. Um, just couldn't, just like, no. See, personally, I don't think Pilgrim that's. I don't know.
I agree.
I respect it, but I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because it was I think, how else are people gonna get to a basis
Get
where
a
they
job.
can? Right, no, but how
Get
are
some
you gonna get a
balls and
job
get a job. Work
how are you gonna get a
multiple
job if
jobs.
you
Work 3 jobs. Work 4 jobs. Do whatever you have to do. Go hunting. Go fucking do whatever you need to do to survive like humans have always done. Like, no one's going to sit here and coddle you. No one's going to sit here and take care of you. And honestly, if you want to rely on the government, you're just as much of a sheep as everybody else is.
I'm not
Do it
saying
yourself. Do it yourself. Do it yourself.
not
Stand up.
not with how
Go out. Find a way to make money on your own. And if you don't want to work for somebody else, work for yourself. Create your own business. Do what you have to do. And yes, will it be easy? Fuck no. It will be hard as shit. But if you want to be completely reliant on yourself, there are so many things that you need to do beforehand to make that happen. And you cannot go and just be like, well, Papa Government, let me get on my knees and suck your cock so that you can take care of me. Like, providing struggling individuals is one thing. That's one thing. But them specifically going and saying, I can't do this. I need help. I can't do it. Then you are literally nothing but a detriment to society.
well, I call them leeches, but
That's
for
what I'm
like
saying. Gold
but
diggers, leeches.
but for but for but for people that work hard though, there should the whole point is that there should be that safety net.
No,
That's
no,
what they
no,
did in
no,
Portland
no.
after
There,
paying for
there
it.
never was a safety net. There never
There
was.
should be.
No,
There,
there
yeah.
shouldn't. No. There wasn't back when we were discovering the American frontier. There wasn't back in civil ages. There wasn't back in the Middle Ages. There wasn't back in medieval times. There has never been a human safety net. Because
The
once you have the safety net, listen to me real quick. Once you have a safety net that is given to you by the government, they have full fucking control over you. I would rather
They
be
already do though anyway. In
I
fairness.
would rather be poor and broke than have the government be the one that's taking care of me. Unless I'm a 90-year-old person who has Social Security, I would 100% much rather I fail on my own and I do things on my own. I want the government as far away from my life as possible.
What
Because I
about
would be
veterans who come home from war that cannot pay to have operations?
That's a completely different situation, Roman. I'm talking about citizens. We haven't fought. I do not want the government defending me, protecting me, because then they have something they can hold over me.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, but there's also another point to that though, is that they literally already do that. Have you ha- have you dug into what the NSA is? They've literally already done that shit, and
Oh,
there is
I've
no
plugged
safety.
into the NSA since fucking what's his name left and went to Russia.
Right. No, but like I'm saying,
Snowden is
Roland.
a traitor, apparently. But in reality, Snowden has fucking woken up the entire country to what they've actually been doing. And
I know. That's
he's
what I'm
the
saying.
traitor. So, like, he's a traitor because he exposed them for what they've actually done. And I'm
No,
not
it's one.
saying I
Right.
agree with him. I'm not saying I agree with him. But what I'm saying is that, like, no, I want the government to leave me the fuck alone. If I want to go out there and be an 18-year-old who fucking hits a vape and smokes, let me be the 18-year-old who destroys my own lungs. And it goes from that all the way up to, if I want to make this stupid decision, let me make the stupid decision. Get the fuck out of here. Do I think all drugs should be legal? No. But I'm saying, like, you have way too much fingers in so many different things that I don't trust any of you motherfuckers at all. Nobody in the government I trust. I don't trust the police officer on the street as much as I trust Joe Biden with walking up the stairs. Because that motherfucker
Well,
can't even walk up the stairs and he's running our country. Like, I don't trust any of these sons of bitches.
well, I get where you're coming from, but I also will say that I think it's embarrassing as a nation that an insurance company can tell a 22-year-old kid who doesn't have any means to pay medical bills that I should have waited to have a life-saving operation that I'm now in severe debt for. So that's where the safety net comes into play for people like me who work hard.
But
That's
really, they would
who,
not. They're the ones that aren't giving you the safety net. You get what I'm saying? They're the
yes,
ones that
yeah,
they
yeah,
they
yeah.
don't give a fuck about you.
I
That's
know,
what
but
I'm
I'm saying there
saying.
should be
They
one.
don't give a fuck about you.
I
Otherwise,
understand
they
that.
like yeah, like that's what Social Security is. But that's only for old people. They don't give a single fuck that a
Of
22
course
year
not.
old is sitting here dealing with this shit. They don't care.
I
That's why
know.
college is so expensive. That's why schooling is so expensive. That's
That's
why
why everything
housing
is
is
so
so
fucking expensive.
expensive. That's why everything is so expensive because we've spent trillions of dollars going to fight wars that don't fucking mean anything. And
Yes.
instead, we don't need their money. It's not their money that we need. It's them to stop spending so much of it so that our taxes are so fucking high.
Right.
Other shit.
Right.
It's
Right.
nothing to do with them
Right.
giving us money. It's all about the fact that everything is more expensive for you now as somebody dealing with that because of their stupid ass decisions.
Right. Right.
So they don't owe you jack shit, and you shouldn't want them to owe you jack shit. What it
I'm not
really
saying that they
is that it shouldn't. What it comes down to is that none of this should be as expensive as it is.
exactly. That that's kind of the whole point is that like
What up,
so
ho? What's up, you whore?
what's up, bitch? What's up, bitch? What
Fucking
without a doubt it's about creating the foundation, counseling, education, monitoring, those things in conjunction with those tangible means of support. Yeah,
yeah, and also making our children fucking trans and gay. It's the same shit they're doing. The counseling, the education. Like I don't want my kids in public school because like when I have kids one day, I don't want my kids in public school because the first thing they're gonna do as soon as they come home and tell me that their teacher, like I didn't speak to somebody. I was talking to somebody in chat the other day, and their son, who's autistic, came home from school and was extremely upset because he has autism and they tried to force a pronoun on him. And his teacher kept telling him that if he doesn't accept a pronoun, then he's not, then he's the problem. And this little kid was like 8 years old, is fucking bawling his eyes out, losing his mind. and came home to his father and was like, "That's what they did," and it's like, you don't do that to kids. They're fucking kids. Like, you're talking to an autistic kid, telling him that he should be what he wants to be. Like, go fuck yourself. I would pull my kid out of that school so fast, he wouldn't even be going to school the next day.
I also don't think kids should be having to have shooter drills though either. That shouldn't be a thing either.
It shouldn't be a thing, but it's a thing because there's fucking people that we have fucked up mentally in our country to the point that they go and do that shit. So now it's needed. The same way that back in the fucking 70s and 80s, it was needed for kids to sit down under their desks and do fucking nuclear bomb drills.
Why
You're
not,
supposed
Damien?
to be here, you boring fuck.
Nah, but like that's something. So like, I personally am not for taking guns away from people. I think we need to solve the mental health crisis in our country, and I think personally that like that let's see what Pogo
One
said.
time I put you on
We're,
the thumbnail and you're not even here.
Oregon tried passing a bill that would force parents to let their children see counselors to stop domestic abuse, public school or homeschool. Thankfully, it was shot down. I don't know exactly what you're referring to. Stop domestic abuse? Like, domestic abuse in, like, what sense? I don't know what that means.
No, what he means is that a parent saying their kid cannot go trans at a younger age than 18 is domestic abuse. That's what he's referring to, I believe. Which
Is that what that means?
I believe that's what he's referring to because it should be shot down. Like, a parent should have any right to their children. Yeah, see, Pilgrim knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, so there was a bill that, like, in California, parents have been arrested because they won't allow their children to do a extremely harmful surgery at a young age. They're trying to say that a parent saying you can't go trans until you're a legal adult would count as abuse. That's not abuse. That's, I want your body to fully develop before you start putting chemicals in it that changes your bodily function. I'm not going to do that. If my kid wants to be gay, if my kid wants to be trans when I have a kid someday, go the fuck ahead. But you are not doing that, and I'll still love you, but you're not going to fucking do that until you are 18 years old and a legal adult. If you can't own a gun and if you can't vote, well, I guess 21 is what I would prefer. But if you can't vote, if you can't drink, if you can't drive a car, I'm not letting you fucking do any of that shit. You're not gonna make a life-changing, a life-changing, literal biological thing. By the way, trans dudes, it makes your dick small. If you don't get it cut off, you're doing all this shit, you're gonna lose your penis anyway. So then the amount of suicides that are in our country now are from people that, like, the suicide rate in trans people is remarkably high because they regret what they did. I'm not setting my kid up for that shit.
I saw like there was like now I'm not saying that this is like gospel because polls are not always the end all be all, but I saw like a poll where like trans people were like asked how many of them, and like the ratio was like 3 to 4,000 that were asked how many of them regret their transition. Um and it was about 7% of them. So 7% out of like 3,000 that said that they regret it. Now, that might not sound like a high number, but considering, I don't know. I mean, that's not super high, but that's still pretty like
Look at the suicide rates.
that's.
Most trans people don't make it past 30.
I mean, true, but Caitlyn Jenner's alive though. But she also didn't transition.
Fucking 10 years ago when they were in their 60s.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
But I think that
And they're also a millionaire with billions of dollars and could do anything they want.
like me personally, I kind of have like the libertarian view
So
on this.
if you let your kid change their entire life by being a 14-year-old, who wants to go and transition, right? You're letting a 14-year-old transition. You might as well go ahead and let your 14-year-old do heroin. Because it's going to mess up their entire life and their biology and everything else. So if they're allowed to do that at 14, and that's a life-changing thing, okay, then go ahead, do heroin, do drugs, go ahead and start drinking, cut yourself, do whatever the fuck you want then. Because at this point, you have now fucked over your entire body anyway. So, like, by that, like, you're not even fully developed. How many times have we learned throughout high school and middle school classes that a female is usually fully developed by 22 and a male not until 25 or 26? Fully developed. So if you're going to let your kid go and make a life-changing decision like that, let your kid go and do whatever drugs they want. Let your kid go and smoke whatever they want. Let your kid go and do whatever fucking alcohol they want to drink. If they want to go and shoot a gun, they want to go shoot themselves in the foot. If they want to go and cut their leg off, let them go fucking do it. There's no difference. It's all a life-changing decision.
So I'd say that I agree with you, and I do. I also think though too that jailing parents is like a severe invasion of like, personal privacy. That's like the only thing.
Of our human rights. I should have the right, no matter what, as long as I'm not abusing my child. If you're making the fact that I don't want to let a 14-year-old kid that I've raised go trans until I tell them, you know what, when you're a legal adult, you can do it. But there has been people that have said, I went into the doctor's office and it took 10 minutes. 10 minutes. They asked if I felt like a girl, and I said yes when I was 14. And the doctor said, all right, I'm going to prescribe you this, that, and the third. Because guess what? You get a customer for life. Because a lot of people don't realize this. A transition isn't just a transition. You need to continue to pay the government and pay these fucking doctors thousands of dollars a year for the rest of your life. You think they don't want to make that money? It's fucking easy money. Based on stupid kids. And then they go and arrest your parents so that your parents can't do anything about it. And these doctors continue to make money for the rest of their fucking life. It's a racket.
And like the thing about it is they don't care about like the happiness of the kid though either. That's
why there's a huge suicide rate in trans people, because they regret what they've done. Because they're the amount of people that you look at, you can see, you can find articles where these people are talking about the fact that they're like, I wish my parents had stopped me.
I mean, like,
but they don't.
I know
I will. I swear to God, if I have a kid, well, my kid won't. But if that's how my kid feels, then yeah.
Fuck you.
Jeweler.
But no, but like I'm saying though,
I can't tell if Pilgrim's talking about me 100 or Special Ray 100, but 100.
So, like, I want to ask you though, because you know me, like, I care about economics first and all of the social shit second. So, I want to ask you, do you think that, like, politicians, and this comes from both sides, running their campaigns on social issues is a distraction, or do you think that that's shit that matters? Now, me, I think that they use the social shit to get us fighting so that they can
Absolutely.
continue to fuck us over.
No, absolutely. That's the whole point. They want us to all break apart. They don't want if they have a unified country, they're scared. They're scared. Because a unified country will completely get rid of them.
So, I guess, like, the thing that, like, the thing that I'm asking is that, like,
Special Ray.
what did Ray say? I prefer my presidents to not be criminals and pedos, but hey,
Our
you do you.
current president is one, so like
Hey, look, man.
you just
I'm
described
not
Joe Biden in 2 words.
I'm not thrilled with our choices, bro. I really am not thrilled. Like, I'm not happy.
You name me one
I
person in the government who's not one or the other. A criminal or a pedo. You name me one person in the government who's not one or the other.
Andrew Yang, Bernie Sanders,
None of them will ever be president.
well, you said name you people in the
Who
government.
aren't criminals and or
Bernie Sanders, Andrew Yang, I can't really think of any.
can't really
I
think of
guess.
anybody.
Yeah, nah. Bull fucking shit. He didn't do anything for 4 fucking years.
We had the best economy in my lifetime for those 4 years.
I would say though
We had
that
the best economy
yes,
in our lifetime for those 4 years. You can't disagree with that. I'm not even a fan of Trump, but you can't disagree with that.
no, but I will say that the part that he never said is that is that our country was already growing when he was, in office though. Like not to the like extent that it grew under him, but it was already growing immensely. And so like he was just president when the, bump happened. Like okay, but the culture war doesn't fucking matter when
Yes,
we
it
have okay,
culture
no look,
steps down to
okay.
politics.
Okay, no. Hear me out here. The culture war doesn't matter when there's veterans sleeping on the fucking street. The culture war doesn't fucking matter.
That's been happening since fucking 1990.
I know, but I'm commenting on what Ray said. So the culture war doesn't fucking matter because we have veterans sleeping on the fucking street. I don't give a shit if there is a trans swimmer when we have people who fought in Vietnam sleeping on the street. I don't care. I don't care. I care about.
But
I'm just saying. I care more about the veteran that is homeless than if someone wants to be trans and swim. I don't give a shit.
Veterans that are homeless would rather vote for Donald Trump than Joe Biden. It's that simple.
Well, I mean, personally, if there was a better choice, they'd probably vote for the better choice.
But there's not.
Out of the is now trying to get every user on X who shared a.
That's very true.
That's actually a thing.
Yes.
I didn't see that.
See you later, guys, because I did way long ago, back when it was still Twitter.
It still is Twitter, bro. It still is Twitter. I'm not calling that shit X. And if what Special Ray is saying is true, is
That's
would not,
absolutely true. The second thing, that's absolutely true. That's 100% correct.
and that is true. But I think it's true for both parties because Trump wants to jail people who talk badly about him. He literally said that. Trump said that Trump said on Truth Social that he wants to suspend the Constitution. He said that on Truth Social.
That's
So, if Ray's cool with that, that's fine.
yeah,
But
but they locked up. He's right. They did lock up a dude for memes.
who though? Who?
I forget the guy's name, but he's right. They actually did lock up a guy just for memes.
Yeah, but who though? I'm curious as to like who that is. That should piss people off. So what you're saying is that he doesn't mean what he says? You're saying he doesn't mean what he says? So
Shower.
Is he trying to say that we need showers?
I don't know. I probably do. Fucking spell check. He's getting fucking autocorrect is getting him.
That shit happens to me too. Show you what, dog? I don't know what you're trying to see. Hold on.
Oh, dog, you want the link?
I think he might be working.
Dogs are on here all the time when he's working. The Constitution thing, he said. By the way,
I got it right here.
Profile picture. That the one you were working on? Looks good.
So, I think this might be up to interpretation, but the way that I read this was, he said it right here.
I'm sorry, I can't not laugh at Palpatine's face every time he comes up. Yeah.
So, with the revelation of massive and widespread fraud and deception in working closely with big tech companies, the DNC and the Democrat Party, do you throw the presidential election results in 2020 out and declare the rightful winner, or do you have a new election? A massive fraud of this type and magnitude allows for the termination of all rules, regulations, and articles, even those found in the Constitution. Our great founders did not want and would not condone false and fraudulent elections. He literally said it in no uncertain terms that he is not against getting rid of the Constitution. Now, he probably wouldn't be able to, but he's not against that. And if people aren't outraged by that, then I don't know what to say. That's all. Like, the amendments matter to me.
Drop link.
And so I got it.
Drop link. I gotta dude, I'm sorry, I gotta use the bathroom real quick. I was at the doctor this morning. I still haven't used the bathroom since I woke up.
Sorry, G. Go.
I'll be right back, boys.
And
maybe girls.
Well, then what is he saying though, right? Like, would you be able to interpret it better than I can? Because like, I try to look at everything through like a nuanced lens. I really do. I really try. What up, dog?
Hey,
What's happening?
so that is definitely not what he meant there. Well, what you just
do you
read
think
off,
he meant then?
his
Yeah.
hang on, his statement is saying that by upholding a wrongful process of an election, you are therefore throwing out the Constitution and what it stands for and all of that. That is what he's saying. The action of legitimizing a illegitimate election is throwing out the Constitution. Not that he wants to throw out the Constitution. He's saying the action of upholding an illegitimate election is doing so. Is in fact throwing out the Constitution and its values.
I think it might have
See
been
what I'm
in the
saying?
way that like
Read it again. Read it again real quick.
yeah. I might
I
have
mean,
read
that's.
it in like I might have read
I
it in
mean,
like
so to be fair, when either side reads it, when we already have a predisposed opinion about a person, we see what we want to see. So there might be a little bit of that on both sides. But from what you just read in the statement that he said, he was saying that upholding it is what is throwing out the Constitution. Not that he wants to.
I see what you're saying.
I agree with that.
I see what
one.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
I mean, and see, that's why I wanted you to pull it up, because one,
I see what you're
I don't
saying.
want you to be wrong and have somebody, come at you sideways or anything. But like,
I mean, people come at me.
it is a simple
always go anyway,
misunderstanding, but like
yeah,
pulling it up and
I
reading it,
misunderstood.
there's plenty of clickbait stuff. There's plenty of things that trip people up. But I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff with Trump is exactly what just happened there. It's misconstrued. People take a little nugget, but then it keeps getting repeated. So whether or not, like, you didn't mean to misconstrue it on purpose, but then it gets picked up by somebody else that heard it here, and then it just perpetuates. You know what I'm saying? It's a very common thing with Trump. Things get jumbled around.
Yeah, and so like to your point, the reasons that I dislike Trump are not due to what the media says because like, I'm I know that the media is like, lying about half of or like maybe like 80% of the shit that they say when it comes to him because they, just want news articles.
Well, the one thing I
But
do want to say, Roman, that you haven't said is that you don't hate him. You're not one of these people that's out there on the left that's like, I fucking fuck him. He's a piece of shit. I want him to fucking die.
I don't hate him.
You've never said that. You've never once said
I don't hate him as a person. I don't hate him as a person, but policies that he passed hurt me and my family.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm just saying, make
See,
it.
usually that's the other way around. Usually they hate him as a person, but they acknowledge that the things that he was responsible for while in office and the things that he pushed for and the rollback of regulations and everything that made easier for people in the middle class to stay in the middle class. Unlike now, how the middle class has gone away, you're either in poverty and struggling, or you're uber wealthy and you're fine. And the economy doesn't affect you too harshly one way or the other on those spectrums. But that middle class area, for me, when he was in office, I mean, gas is the easy one to point to, but jobs were everywhere.
Yep.
Like it was clearly better. Stocks were doing better. But it's funny that you say almost the opposite of what most people say with Trump, is that they hate his personality and the way he speaks and his mannerisms.
Yeah.
That's mostly.
I don't care.
I think that's the main thing because it's funny to me that, like, for instance, like people in my family, they absolutely loved. What was the show he was on? The Boss or whatever.
Apprentice.
The Apprentice.
Yeah. So like my family,
everybody loved him.
They loved him on The Apprentice. They thought he was great. They thought he was the best person ever. And then he starts running for president. They're like, "Oh, you can't be president." No, that could never. And I'm like, well, what happened? Like, you literally were just watching this guy's reruns like last week, and now you fucking hate the guy. Like,
yeah, and it's like,
but you can't deny that he's the most
yes,
fucking like he has been in our entire lifetime, Roman, the most interesting person to watch on the stand.
oh
to
yeah,
get
no,
sports.
dude,
Like,
look, when when we were in high school, I looked forward to seeing his tweets every single morning. He's the funniest president that we have like ever had, ever. But just to like go back to Dog's point though, I will not, deny I will not deny the middle class part. That like people thrived with him in office. But I also don't think that it's that, and I'm not saying that you're doing this in a way to be like shifty, but it's not fair to give all of the credit to him, because I think that a lot of what happened was that like in his last 2 or 3 years, Obama slowly started getting things back on track, and then Trump took what Trump took what Obama did and just like, enhanced it 10 to 15 times more. I think that's
No,
like,
I
a
I
big
have
thing
to
too.
push back because most of Trump's day one presidential executive orders is what the word I was trying to. Day one were basically undoing everything that Obama had done, and that's what started the change. I mean, that this is being echoed. What you just said is being echoed by a lot in the media and other talking heads. But to me, it's they're trying to rewrite history. Like right now, you're trying to rewrite history. That is not the case. When during the election, shit was bad. Like
it was.
Trump had all those things to run on because the economy and you know life was rough for people, and not to mention the refreshing change for patriotism was also nice as well. Somebody who doesn't hate America.
And the one thing you can't deny is that he did bring patriotism back.
Oh, look,
And are there
I'm
extreme
definitely
followers for sure, but
I'm
you
definitely
know
not
that
saying that like life didn't suck in 2016, and I'm not even gonna sit here and say that Obama was a good president. It's just something that like is like um it like there's something to be said that like before COVID, from like 2017 to 2019, like when Trump took office, the amount of Americans living paycheck to paycheck was like 59%. When And then in November of 2019, it was 79%. I don't know exactly what that is
I'd,
because of,
I'd
or
like to see that
or
pulled up and what metric that is, because like so I know not to contradict everything you say, but just to just for being completely transparent wise, because like even with football stats, you can literally find a stat that has a skewed standard of it
yeah, of course.
what it what it's showing that that could change that. That's the problem with stats and statistics is it just depends on the metrics that you're working with, and that can completely change your result.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and like, um, I-
Sorry, I'm trying to
I'm
set a
not.
pole right now over a power line.
Right on that one.
I'm trying to find that metric.
Biden didn't bring the ones that made us energy independent. I agree. I agree, Special Ray. By the way, I think this might be one of the few times Special Ray is actually able to join us. So,
Yeah, I don't think he's ever been in chat really. Um, they were they were basing it off of the amount of employed people that people that went into the workforce that had to get a second job. That was what they were trying. That was what they said that they based that metric off of. But in fairness, just to just to
That's when
just to
Uber was
just to
kicking
put
off
this out
too.
there,
So
Yep.
that that was also an MSNBC news article that said that,
right,
and they don't like Trump. But there have been multiple government sites that have that have said that the number was anywhere from like 64% in 2017 to 78% in 2019. There was definitely a growth, but it just might not be to the point that MSNBC is saying. But to your point though, dog, a lot of stuff with Trump has definitely been fabricated, or they're trying to revisionist history it. That is definitely certain. And I will not, deny you on that. But there is
right,
something that he did when he was, president that has always bothered me. And it's, well, one, he didn't lock up Clinton, but two, it was that when he was president, even though he said that he wouldn't do it, he increased NSA spying, which is something that me, I am so against the government being able to spy on people without warrants. And every president's done it since it has been put in since it's been put into its inception. But
Pilgrim's got a
but
good point as well.
what did he say? Let's see. The government doesn't like Trump either. Look at the Twitter files. I don't think. I think they don't like that he gets people talking. I don't know if it's that they don't like him, because he's friends with a lot of those. He's friends with the Clintons. He's friends with the Bidens. He's friends with them. I just don't think that they like that he generates a lot of talking, that he gets people's attention. But yeah, no, I mean, it's just like, I don't hate him as a person. I hate some of the policies that that he that he that he did, which I think, to what Dog was saying earlier, most people hate his, naughty language, or his tweets and shit like that. I don't give a shit. If he wants to say that Rosie O'Donnell's fat, I don't care. I don't care, because
She is.
that
So.
that
That's
doesn't
not even
affect
like
me.
that's not even a take. That's just a fact. Hey, she's fat.
I'm saying though, that shit doesn't matter. Trump going on, Twitter at 2:30 a.m. saying that he hates Hillary Clinton. I don't care. I don't care. What I care about is policies that he has done, that Biden's done, that has hurt my family, which is why in 2024 I'm probably not going to be voting. But that's just me.
Vote.
Like, I mean, I'll vote, but I'm not going to vote for either one of those two, because
You're gonna
to
have to
me,
vote for one of them.
nah, I'll just vote third party. I see who
Which
the
isn't
third party
gonna
vote.
matter. That's exactly what people said before. It's exactly what people said before. I'm just gonna vote third party, and look where we're at now. We have somebody that can't even walk up a couple stairs.
You know that. I mean, I'm just saying. You know that the third party movement wasn't really a thing back in 2020, right?
bro, it's not a thing now, Roman. So you vote third party, it's not gonna fucking matter. You're not gonna get enough votes. You'll be wasting your vote. Wasting it.
Well, I would rather.
Nobody will come down on you or be mad at you because you voted for somebody that happens to have, yes, might it be the lesser of two evils, but it's still the lesser of two evils. I am not voting for Biden.
Well, I'm not voting for Biden, but
100%.
I'm not voting for, but I'm not voting for Trump though either. So that's so
If it
fuck
comes
them
down to the
assholes.
two of them, who would you rather?
Biden, but that's just me.
He'll die. He's gonna trip
There's
like on stage,
yeah,
and then we're gonna be
But-
stuck with Kamala Harris.
dude. Look, you asked me. I'm not saying that I want that. I'm saying
All right, boys,
that
I gotta
you
go.
asked me.
All right, dog. Love you, brother. I'll
Thank
talk
you,
to you
dog.
later.
We'll see you.
Yes, sir.
I'll see you tonight,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Maybe.
I'm
Might
saying
might
that,
see you
like,
tonight. But you know,
I'm saying that.
I'm right though, dude. Like, I'm not trying to get political on this shit because this ain't no Cobra
Yeah.
Cast. It's like Jeremy.
Yeah,
But what
no,
I'm
but
saying is like,
you asked me though, so
yeah,
I'm moving on.
yeah, Pilgrim. You know what? Yes, he'll die. Rolo 2023. Yeah, he will. Like, and I'm not even saying that in a bad way. Like, I feel bad for him. The amount of times I've said I feel bad that he's president because it's so wrong. Like, this guy is just, he needs to be retired. He needs to be chilling out, playing golf with his family. That's what he needs to be
I
doing.
agree with you. But you asked me.
He doesn't even
And
want to be nominated. So, okay, let's say it's somebody else. You got Trump and somebody else instead of Biden. Who are you picking? Somebody that they would actually, they would actually.
depends on who the person is.
Okay, who are the people that
I
are
mean-
right under him right now?
That are what?
Who are the people that are directly under him right now?
Well, if it's
in
Kamala
running?
Harris versus, well,
I ain't
if it's
voting for
Kamala
Kamala
Harris-
Harris. No fucking way.
I-
would vote for Trump
I
every day of the
am-
week.
I am committing seppuku if it's her and Trump. I will never vote for Kamala Harris ever. Other than that, I mean, but like there's no one else that would like make me want to vote Dem.
Facts,
And like
Special
that's not
Ray.
even
Fucking facts. Special Ray has facts right now.
they
This
just cart
guy.
him around.
It
and
reminds
use
me
him.
of Stan Lee in his last days. Yep.
Right.
That's so true.
I don't think he's gonna pick Vivek, if I'm being honest with
But if
you.
he did pick
He's
Vivek,
gonna-
I would be totally cool with that.
He's gonna no, dude, listen to me. He's gonna pick DeSantis.
He's not putting this. No, he's not putting DeSantis.
Hear me out here.
They've gotten us so much shit over the past couple months. He's not going for DeSantis because DeSantis betrayed him. He's not going to do it. DeSantis has literally pulled the apprentice in government officials. Like, he's like, all right, you fucked me over. All right, you're fired, DeSantis. It's Vivek now.
There's people.
Damn, go back to work. Your side job, you little fucking prick.
Does his side job involve him wearing does it involve him wearing like a fluffy dress? No, but like back to like, that okay, no, look. Okay, no, but listen though. Listen. There are Republican voters who are worried about Trump's age, who would kind of want someone who is like
his age. He is the most sound 77-year-old I've spoken to other than my aunt. Like,
he just had a speech where he said that he was pro turd, bro.
Trump?
Yeah.
He's more sound than fucking as a foot with a foot to shut to the foot of.
He said he would stop World War II. He said he will prevent World War II.
And Trump or fucking Biden literally goes, brown boys and black girls are the
I
same
know.
thing as normal
Biden
kids.
is.
He said
Biden
normal
is-
kids. He said normal kids. This motherfucker is more racist than anybody else you could ever think of.
No shit, bro.
The fact that Biden literally said brown boys and brown girls are just as smart as normal kids. To him,
He also
normal
was.
kids are what? Like, that is the most racist shit I've ever
He also
fucking
was.
heard. And he also said, if you're not black, if you don't vote for me, you're not black. He said that shit too. Trump never said shit like that.
No,
Like,
he just said that he was pro turd.
okay, yeah, but Roman, you literally, Greg Pilgrim makes a good point. Both of us have had so many slip ups on this show.
True. Okay. That doesn't mean that, like,
It's
Trump
a
is on
slip-up.
the older side. Okay, no, but look, Trump and Biden are both on the older side. Is it not fair to say they might, like, okay, we definitely know Biden has, like, dementia. Is it not fair to say that Trump might be starting to have that too? Like, they, okay, here. But different question. Do y'all think that the government will do anything to stop Trump from winning?
Absolutely. Yes.
I think it's
I think
definitely
they've already
plausible.
tried. They're already trying.
I think it's definitely I mean, they're trying to, but if he is in a prison cell, he could still technically be president. Like, there's nothing that they can do to stop that. Jesus fucking Christ. I cannot stand Vivek, bro. I'd rather Trump pick, like, Chris Christie or, like, Nikki Haley or
Yeah,
something.
what?
I'm just saying, man. Listen, bro.
Chris
The
Christie's a
fat
piece
boys.
of. No, don't go that far. Don't go that far. Chris Christie's a fat. He's literally gonna just run the country like Jabba the fucking Hutt.
He would say that all
Eating
food would have to, like,
frogs
go
and
to him.
chilling there in his chair the whole time.
He
Like,
he would say that all the food would have to,
the
like, go to him.
motherfucker will never leave his chair. He'll just be like, "Abatunga ingy dingy." Like, shut the fuck up.
I get where Ray's coming from. But Vivek is insufferable. I would not be able to deal with
I
it.
think Chris Christie is more insufferable.
I think that Chris
He's just an
Christie's a
asshole who
douchebag.
contradicts everything. He's a Jersey dickhead. We hate Jersey drivers. You think I want a Jersey governor to fucking be my president? Sorry to anybody who lives in Jersey, but if you ever live in Pennsylvania, there's a thing. Everybody hates Jersey drivers. All right? Learn how to fucking drive. I'm kidding. I love you guys if you're watching. But learn how to drive. Like, I don't even like the drivers in my state. The fact that I want the fucking governor to be our president. Fuck that shit.
I don't know what Rolo thinks, but I don't think so. Nah. Not with Trump, no.
Oh,
Nah.
no, I can see it. I can see it because back in 2017, the amount of tweets that were like, he's going to get assassinated. They're going to kill him. All this other shit. There were so many people that wanted him dead. There were so many people that were like, I will literally walk into the White House myself and kill him. Like, people said that.
In fairness, though, people are saying that about Biden, too.
But there's no point in killing him. He's already dead.
Right, no, but, like, I'm saying, though, it happens to every president, though.
But this is different. We now live in a day and age where people will go, I hate my principal on Twitter. That's all they say. And then the next day you hear about a school shooting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when you live in a day and age
I think what Pilgrim is talking about is, like, more so, like, the political, like, establishment stopping Trump.
Oh, they would
I wouldn't put it
100%. Yeah, no, I agree with Pilgrim right there. Trump hate is unlike anything else. Because Trump hate.
I don't think that it's
no. Because Gina Carano was a Trump supporter and she posted one thing about COVID, they ruined her career. All right,
I think that a lot of it.
I know I use her as an example a lot, but it's a perfect example. It's like she never said anything wrong about people that supported Biden or people that supported the left or things like that. All she ever said was things about COVID, but they're like, oh, she retweeted Trump before. She's evil. Go fuck herself. She needs to die. Like, that's true evil shit. That's true fascism, in my opinion. That's true.
I mean,
not to the level. Not to the same level. You could wear an Obama hat and people wouldn't say shit. You wear a fucking MAGA hat. People will literally tell you you're not allowed in their store, in their business.
the ones that are made in China, yeah.
They'll actually tell you that you're not allowed in their business.
Well, I don't think that should be a thing.
But it is a thing, though. You don't think it should be, but it is, because, Roman, you're not left. I don't know how many times we have to say this. You're centrist like I am.
No, I'm not.
Because
Because
you are.
No, because I want healthcare for all people. That's not a centrist view. That's not a centrist view.
It's one of the views I share, and I'm centrist.
You just told me that there shouldn't be a safety net. That is a centrist view. Ray, in fairness, every president has bombed and droned children. Like Obama's not the exception. Did he do it more than a lot of people?
President.
Sure.
Trump never sent a single fucking bomb drone.
Yeah, he did.
Who?
Yeah.
Who?
A lot of Middle Eastern countries, bro.
Who did he specifically sign off on to go and bomb?
ISIS bases.
It's fucking ISIS. Fuck them. Yeah, bomb those fucking motherfuckers.
Right.
They're murdering. All they do is murder civilians. Yes, wipe them out.
I'm not saying, Ray. I'm not saying that it's to that level. I'm not saying that. Obama droned more than like anybody, but I'm saying that every president does it though.
I'm just saying,
Biden's doing it now.
If it's ISIS, wipe them motherfuckers out because they are evil. They kill their own people. They kill everybody. Yes, destroy that cell. That cell needs to be wiped off the face of the earth. And if you guys see me in a fucking video in the middle of the desert where my head's getting cut off, then you know why. Because I said this shit. But
Trump's first official military act as president killed an 8-year-old American girl who moved to the Middle East with her.
Well, why would you move to the Middle East? Why would you do that?
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying that happens. All right, that's literally on you. Like you're the idiot. That's like the same fucking 22-year-old college girl that's like, oh, I'm going to go to Zimbabwe and prove that everybody in Zimbabwe is nice. And it's like, next thing you know, on the news, American female from college goes to Zimbabwe, beheaded and raped and murdered. It's like, yeah, it's not fucking nice.
Well,
like
they must not. They must not really like me because I have a fan base, a cult following in Zimbabwe.
No, they dig us.
Look up the Camp Speaker massacre. My friend, my Saudi. I will look it up after this. I'm always down for a good read. But I do see what you're saying though. Like Obama had soldiers stand down.
U.S. soldiers.
Had U.S. soldiers stand down to let it happen. Damn. Yeah, no, look, you're not going to catch me here saying that, like, Obama was a good president because, fuck him. I just think that a lot of the time, like, people on, like, both sides will overlook who, they don't like. Like, me personally, like, if it, like, say that our choices now were Trump and Hillary Clinton, I would vote for Donald Trump. I'm not.
That's
I am not.
basically our choices, buddy.
No, because like Biden's actually done things that I can look at and say, "Oh, okay, cool." Like
Biden
Trump
has
and
done worse. The only reason I did not like Trump was because of what he did for the environment. And I go to school for environmental science. And then what Biden did is even worse for the fucking environment. So
yeah,
I'm like, you know what? I would have rather voted for him. Because yes, I will be honest with you. I voted for Biden. And I regret that fully.
I didn't vote for him, so you're actually one up on me.
Yeah, and I regret it. And I never voted for Trump the first time, but I will be this time. Because I'm going to be set up against him and somebody else that I hate even more. And I don't like either of them. But I
Well,
know that if I vote Green Party, it's not going to fucking matter.
would you rather? Yeah, but here's something that you have to think of though too. Would you rather want someone who's going to bring the NSA back, or would you rather have the president that ended it?
Who ended it?
Biden did.
There's no, he did not. They're still around.
Yeah. Hold on a second.
They're more than still around. They just became the FCC. They're still around. They just have a different name. They were conglomerated, if anything.
The funding for the NSA ended in February 2021 after an executive order. I'm not saying that they're
Mike.
I'm not saying that they're not spying. That's not what I'm saying. But Biden ended NSA funding. That shit's fucking based. That shit is based. Biden ended the Afghanistan war. That shit's based. Biden is passing
Biden
legislation.
also got us involved in 2 other wars.
True. Biden is
Let's
helping
end
unions.
the one war because that one's not profitable enough. Let's add us to 2 other wars because those are more profitable.
Yeah, but in fairness though, Trump wants to keep those same 2 wars going though.
I know he does not. Not from what I've seen.
He literally said that he was
the one who fucking stopped war between us and North Korea. That was going to happen.
He wants to give even more funding to Israel. He literally has said that.
I don't give a fuck about Israel and Palestine because guess what? That's halfway across the planet. Has nothing to do with America.
I know that. No, but like I'm saying, you said earlier the government shouldn't fund wars, but Trump wants to fund those wars along with Biden. So why should you give Trump your vote then? That's why I'm saying that I'm voting third party because they're both doing the same shit.
But that vote's going to mean nothing.
I'd rather not vote for a warmonger. Like, my 2 options. No matter
what, you're going to be voting for a warmonger, Roman.
How so?
Every single politician is a warmonger.
Cornel West doesn't want to keep the war going. Joe Stein doesn't want to keep the war going.
As they say. Until so did Biden.
Nah, dude.
And Biden, 2 wars have happened since then. And he's the most racist president I think we've had in our lifetime. Corn pops?
Andrew Johnson was worse than Biden. Andrew Johnson or Andrew Jackson? Oh, sorry. Of our lifetime? Yeah. I don't I don't really disagree with you. I don't disagree with you. But
Andrew Johnson was around during the time of slavery. Yeah, of course he was fucking racist.
oh god.
Damn,
Jesus
Roman,
Christ.
you're a great pilgrim.
Pilgrim, I'm 2 years older than you, bro. What the fuck
No,
are you
he's
talking
saying
about?
like, "Damn, Roman, you're old." Because I said in our lifetime, and you brought up Andrew Johnson.
Didn't you guys know that, like, I stopped
Roman's
aging in, like,
eternal. He's like Mahler, but for politics, he's always been here.
and I'm always going to be here. It'll
No,
literally just be
I
the
agree with you,
RoloRome cast.
Spencer. At this point, actually, yes, the RoloRome cast will exist as long as the internet does. So
Dude, we're gonna be doing this shit as ghosts.
we are
Like,
eternal. I have what is fucking I am inevitable.
actually, that's actually something that I want to ask you. So you're a faithful person, right? Do you believe that there's an afterlife, or do you believe that we like turn into ghosts? Like, what do you think happens?
I believe both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if people are in heaven, where do ghosts come from then?
Unhappy souls.
Unhappy souls.
Yeah.
I think it's purgatory.
That too.
I don't know if you know what that is. Oh.
Motherfucker, I know what purgatory is. I
Oh,
went to CCD.
There's people there are literally people who went to CCD who do not know what purgatory is.
Because they didn't pay attention.
Ray, in fairness to what you're saying,
I agree.
Biden has given an increase to cops and to law,
I'm not even talking about Biden. I just agree with that subject.
Yeah. I agree with you.
Great Pilgrim, I don't quite agree with that, because if you wanted to make this a Monday Night Mayhem real quick, I can make this a Monday Night Mayhem. But
I don't care.
I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think that a spirit, as in a ghost, is demons.
Oh, for two. Nah.
No. Demons to me is interdimensional beings that are absolutely evil. They have the ability to physically affect us. They have the ability to physically fuck with us. That's different than a spirit that's lost in the Nexus. A spirit that's just lost in the spiritual Nexus is just lost at its moment until it's given its time. Whereas a demon is a malevolent source that is there, that can fuck with us, that purposely is there to fuck with human beings. It is purposely evil. Whereas some ghosts are just there. They're just existing. They're just sad. Things like that. Whereas a demon absolutely is evil 1,000,000% of the time. And none of you have proof for this, and neither do I. So we can agree to disagree.
Literally none of us know, bro. Faith is like speculation. Like, it's like, me.
Demons are a completely different thing. Ghosts spook you. Demons can physically hurt you.
Yeah.
Grab
I think
you.
that's where skinwalkers come from. Like,
They can grab you, throw you, scratch you. I've had people. I've had my house fucking had a priest come here and bless my house because of shit that's happened here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a difference. There's an absolute difference. There's an absolute difference between a demon and a ghost. Not the same thing.
I also think that demons come from hell too. I don't think that, because, like, based off what I have seen and I'm not saying that like the Bible's like fully accurate, but I, believe in it. And what they say is that demons are fallen angels that,
Not true,
work for
Sasha Ray.
Satan. Any ghost will hurt you if you invite it into.
Not true.
I think a ghost is a demon that is messing with you, either by pretending to be a loved one who's passed on or by being friendly. See, but
no, not even just that, because there was a time that when I was a little kid in my grandmother's house, she had a ghost in her house named Henrietta. And Henrietta was a little girl that my father and his siblings saw when they were little. And they would just see her run by, or like when some of them were like really young, she would talk to them and things like that. When they were like 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, they'd be like, "Oh, Henrietta, Henrietta," and nothing ever weird happened, except for the fact that like they would see this ghost just of a little girl, and she would want to play with my dad's little sisters, my aunts.
Pilgrim Ray.
And then when they moved out and all this
Right.
other stuff, whatever, things changed. My mom was
Pilgrim
living there for a
Ray.
little bit. Hold on. My mom was living there for a little bit, and she had seen like she would ask for a glass of water because she thought that my grandfather was outside, and he would grab her one, usually. And she asked for a glass of water, and then he was asleep and never left the room, but there was a glass of water sitting right out front of her door.
Good lord.
And
That's
like
scary.
and basically what happened was when I was little, I think 15 years after that, I'm waking up every night just talking to somebody. And I don't remember this, but I'm waking up every night talking to somebody. My aunt, who still lived there, my grandparents, my grandfather, my grandmother would say, like, you'd be talking about this little girl that would talk to you and hang out with you, like, all the time. You just kept saying that you wanted to hang out with Henrietta.
What?
And that's when they finally got a priest to come, and the priest exorcised the house and was like, yeah, you did, like, and I believe this. The priest was like, yeah, there was something here, and now, like, I'm freeing her from being stuck here. And it was never malevolent. It was never anything evil. It was never anything mean. It was just like a ghost of a sweet little girl. And we looked it up, and there was a fucking girl named Henrietta who used to live in that house who had died at a premature age. I forget how she died. But that's the difference between a ghost and a spirit or a demon. She was not demonic, not evil. There was nothing wrong with that. It was just there was a being around there that was just a little girl. And
I wanted to ask,
and she was
Pilgrim
finally fucking free. No, none of my other little cousins after that happened ever reported seeing her. No one talked about it except for me and my other cousin. We were the only two that ever got to fucking meet Henrietta, and we don't even remember meeting her. But we talked about her as like 2 or 3-year-olds to my fucking grandparents and my aunts and uncles and everybody else, and they're like, "Holy shit,
That's wild."
Like,
I wanted to ask Pilgrim and Ray if they were raised as Catholics, because if they were raised as
they
Catholics,
definitely were.
like how you and me were, the Bible quite literally says that demons are fallen angels. So maybe you guys just interpret it in a different way from me. The way that I interpret it is that the Old Testament says that like demons are angels that sided with Satan. That that is literally what like demons are. So
It's like Lord of the
what
Rings, where like, Gandalf is a Maiar who sided with Iluvatar, and
Yeah,
the Balrogs and Sauron sided with Morgoth. Like
yeah.
it's the same thing. They're at the same level. They are strictly based on the Bible.
While we wait for their answers, I got a funny tidbit for you. You know who Jank Uger is? Did you see
Piece of
he's running
shit.
for
Yeah, hate that guy.
did you see he's running for president?
Yeah, well, that's never gonna fucking happen. Shanky is a fucking retard. And so is his son.
Listen,
His
I hate him too.
dumbass nephew is a piece of shit.
I was raised Baptist. We have Catholics, but they're not in high numbers in the South. Oh, okay. Um, Christian, yes, but yes. What's your point? Them being fallen angels doesn't counteract what I said. Well, because I never read anything about ghosts being fallen angels. Ghosts are spirits. They're not
We
fallen
lost
angels.
humans in purgatory. I believe in that one.
Yeah, like because like angels aren't spirits. Like they're like, celestial beings. They're not spirits. Whereas like a ghost is a spirit. Demons are not spirits. So you can't say that a ghost is a demon because demons aren't spirits. That is the point that I'm that's just the point that I am trying to make. Two Catholic churches here, only one Jewish temple. Is that what the Jews worship in? Is a temple? I didn't
Yes,
know that. Oh, okay.
mosque is a temple.
But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that like you guys are wrong. It's all up to like interpretation,
Oh my
but
god, you're so anti-Semitic. I can't do it.
everything in God's realm is a spirit. Okay, but if you believe in what like the New Testament says, Jesus ascended into heaven and he's still in his body. So Jesus is not technically a spirit.
His
I'm just
corporeal
saying.
form.
What?
I said his corporeal form. He's still in it. Yeah.
Yeah, true. But don't we all have a corporeal form though?
We're in it right now.
Yeah. Like I think that there's a spirit inside of each of us, but like our body houses our spirits. I think that that's what it is. What were the topics that you wanted to bring up
I
today?
fuck. I don't fucking remember at this point. Been going so long for like about so many random shit. I don't even remember what I wanted to bring up.
Dude, I kind of I kind of like it. Like we just weren't really organized, but we had like great conversation.
I just freeform shit. Oh, I have one. Have you seen the Daily Wire's new trailer?
For what?
Their new comedy?
No.
Hold on, let me double. Fucking X-wing, yo. Sorry, I'm looking at Twitter right now.
One thing that I love about the Daily Wire, Brett Cooper is so fucking bad, bro. She is so fucking hot, bro.
She's gonna be a great Snow White.
Huh?
She's gonna be a great Snow White.
Oh.
She's Snow White. You know that, right?
They're making a Snow White.
They're making a Snow White with Brett Cooper.
Yo. I might watch that just for her.
They're dropping at the same time that Disney's dropping their Snow White movie too. So it's like just a big fuck you to Disney, which I love.
I might watch that just for her because she's so fucking bad. I don't agree with anything that she says, but I love listening to her talk.
I agree with certain things she says. I agree with certain things Ben Shapiro says. I love the videos where Ben Shapiro just shits on these dumbass college kids that are my age that have no idea what the fuck they're talking about, and they'll just come up and say something, and he'll just be like,
So the
and
thing
just shit
is,
on him. Like,
I don't agree with Ben Shapiro, but I
neither
can't
do
grow
I,
as a
but I like
person.
him.
I can't grow as a person if I don't listen to people that I don't, agree with. So I do listen to his show just to get like another perspective on things.
All right,
Oh God!
can I show this trailer?
With
If
the most
you
triggering-
want to,
The most triggering comedy of the year. All right. How we looking here? Let me just double check.
I'm going to make a prediction. This is going to be all about identity shit. I'm going to make an educated guess.
Yes and no.
I'm just saying. I'm just making an.
Okay,
it's called
guess. Lady Ballers.
Yeah. It's gonna be like identity shit.
In a world where women's sports is being transformed,
Nah.
the Daily Wire calls foul with the most triggering comedy of the year.
Guys, this is serious. Sports can be your pathway to a better life.
Well, like yours?
Please don't steal my catalytic converter again. Winning matters. It's the key ingredient in becoming a winner.
Maybe you should try it sometime. Are you gonna move?
I am not.
Let's cut to the chase. I know you're not a woman.
Hey, you don't know how he identifies.
If you can beat them,
What do you know about the U.S. Opens for the Global Games?
You want us to compete as women. $5,000 prizes.
My lover says you were a great coach back in the day.
join them.
This is the way the world is now. My 8-year-old daughter told me all about it. So a guy can become a girl with no physical changes at all.
Oh, that's called gender fluid.
So I can be a woman on the court and a man in the bedroom. I can't believe it. Nice.
You mean when you're sleeping?
Yes.
Coach,
Alex, we could play basketball.
we have to get the whole team back together.
It's time
We're in.
I'm in. I'm in.
to play
Lady Ballers. Man up.
like a girl.
Guess what? I'm with her. I'm in my room. This is my room.
From heroes
Day one of being a girl athlete. I love being a girl.
to sheroes.
We could dominate every woman's sport. Running, swimming, soccer. I said sport, Felix!
It's ladies basketball, boys. Nobody watches. Excuse me. Are these seats open?
Nah, fuck off. They got Ted Cruz. Fuck off.
And tucking trunks.
You know she didn't. That's the biggest I've ever seen on a lady.
I don't care.
Lady Ballers.
One can even be trans age now, which provides Sheelix with a wonderful opportunity to relive all the experiences that she missed out on in school.
Streaming exclusively on Daily Wire Plus December 1st.
Coming out my birthday.
They lost me when they put Ted Cruz in there. That's when they lost me.
He's probably just in there for like 2 seconds.
Even so, he fucking abandoned his fucking state when
Fucking Ted
they
Cruz,
didn't have
you're not,
power.
you're not paying attention to what the funniest shit is the fact that they're joking about the fact that they're allowing trans women in fucking female sports.
And
So
as
that's
I
the whole-
said earlier, like, okay, no, look, right? They had an opportunity to make like a powerful piece about how like both major parties don't give a shit about veterans, but they chose to make a movie about trans people they chose to make a movie about trans people.
It's
Who the
because
fuck? Yeah, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
A lot of women care.
The average person is not going to look at their wallet and say, I don't have any money because of this trans athlete. I'm just saying that's like not going to happen. But it
You
does
tell
look
me
funny.
you wouldn't watch and laugh at that movie.
I would laugh at
I
it, but
laughed
I
as
would
soon
also
as soon as he decked the bitch and threw her on the ground and fucking jumped on her. I was already laughing. I was like, "That's fucking ridiculous," but that's what happened.
I'm not going
It's
I'm
a
not going to
Spaceballs version of what sports is now.
I'm not going to, deny that it's not funny. I'm just saying that they really had an opportunity to do something special and they just made something stupid.
Yeah, but this is
That's
their
all.
first comedy. They could do so many other things.
Conservatives didn't care. Now they understand the culture is important and they're fighting back. Yeah, but
They never
the
cared. They never cared, and they do care now. And I think it's funny as fuck that they made Matt Walsh, who said that anime is stupid and that all these other cultures are stupid. And they have Matt Walsh out here as the fucking gay guy who's like, oh, yes, our kid is trans. Like, all that shit. Like, yeah, all right. Matt Walsh, you probably finally figured it the fuck out, you dumbass.
I'm just saying I don't care that, Leah Thomas is swimming in the, college swimming tournament when there's
Who
like,
is that?
the
I'm sorry, who is that?
he I think she was a college
Who is a male?
athlete. Yeah, she was
So
she
he was.
Leah Thomas competed in a swimming
Oh, he did.
tournament as a trans woman. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah,
he did. He did.
yeah.
Okay, he as a male.
What I'm saying is, I don't give a shit about Leah Thomas competing in a swimming tournament when we have homeless veterans. I don't care. Like,
Congratulations
the-
for him with a capital HIM. I don't
does
care. Fucking cancel me. I don't give a shit. It's a he.
does what
The man.
does what Leah Thomas does d- does Leah Thomas affect veterans being homeless? I don't think
I
so.
don't want to affect your brother, but you mean Liam Thomas because it was a guy.
I'm just saying, man. Listen.
It's a guy.
When we have
You know, do you remember? I'm not going to name names, but do you remember that there was a specific female in our school who was
I know who
remarkably.
you're talking about.
What color hair do they have?
Blue.
Starts with an R.
Yep.
Yeah. And that person was a massive Doctor Who fan who was obsessed with David Tennant. I want to know. Like, I would get them on the show just to see how they feel about what they just did to Doctor Who. And how they made hers favorite character into a complete bitch. I want to know if they've realized after seeing these Doctor Who clips. Yeah, not the land whale part, but blue haired, yes. It was skinny. But I do genuinely wonder if them being a massive Doctor Who fan has, since high school, which we graduated in 2019, has actually swayed them at all. Because now they are dealing with what we've dealt with Star Wars and Lord of the Rings and Marvel and every other fucking property that we love. Well, now they're their own bi, trans, fucking LGBTQ plus shit has affected something that they've loved their whole lives. I want to see how this person actually feels about it. That's what I wonder. How would they feel about it now that they've literally fucked over Doctor Who and made the Doctor a fucking idiot? No, I'm talking David Tennant. Not at that point. Not at that point. They've brought back. They've quite literally Last Jedi'd this shit. I'm not disagreeing, Pilgrim. What I'm saying is, this person did not have a problem with Jodie Whittaker, but this person had David Tennant shirts, David Tennant pins, David Tennant backpacks, like, loved this fucking character, and they never did that with David Tennant. So now that you've done that with David Tennant, and this person had all these other Doctor Who shit, like, for every other Doctor, they had shit for it. And yes, they were one of the first people that was like, I identify as blah, 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 blah. I want to know if they are happy or upset over the fact that they've changed everything. No, they weren't a Star Wars fan. I tried to be nice with this person, but she was a cunt. You can still come on my show and talk to me, but you were a cunt. Roman knows exactly who I'm talking about.
I'm trying to remember if I ever interacted with this person. I think I did.
This person actually would stand up in class and go, "Excuse me, ma'am." Like the actual meme. I shit you not.
I was vice president.
I was always nice to you, but you were rude. You were mean.
I was
vice
president.
So I want to know if now you finally realize what this has done, because now it's affected the one thing that you loved, because you're one of those Doctor Who infatuates that just loved Doctor Who.
I've never even heard of there being Doctor Who fans. Doctor Who fans are for like single moms in fucking Cleveland.
Bullshit. There's so many, dude. Don't say that. A lot of the people on our chat are probably Doctor Who fans. It's huge.
Okay, well, in fairness, I've never seen it. Sorry.
Okay, in fairness, you also haven't finished Attack on Titan, you stupid fuck.
Roland, see, the thing is,
you also
I work
never
for
fully seen some of the movies I tell you to see. So, like
what? I watch everything that you tell me to.
Not Attack on Titan.
You said movies. What movies haven't I watched?
Have you finished the extended edition of Lord of the Rings?
I don't have them.
See? You get a free month of HBO Max and you can watch all 3 of them.
Okay, fine. I was gonna get Max anyway because
you only finished House of the Dragon because I told you to finish House of the Dragon.
Okay.
So don't even.
You don't understand.
Oh, I understand.
No, you don't get how much I work. I don't have time to watch that shit.
You do. You just like to go to bed early.
Yeah, because you know why? Because I'm an old man at heart, bro, okay? If I'm up past like 10 p.m., I get cranky, okay? I don't know why.
Get home and while you're eating, don't watch sports. Watch House of the Dragon or Attack on Titan.
So you guys come at me for not being masculine, but then you're telling me to not watch sports. The one thing
sports aren't masculine. Yo, you know how many girls I see there? Sports are sports.
It's all men playing them. It's all men playing them.
That's the same point that I just made. Sorry, I was reading chat. That's the same point that I just made about the fact that no one cares about women's sports. No one gives a shit about women's sports. That's why women watch men's sports. That's why no one shows up to female sports.
I mean, the WNBA has some people there. Like
That's the
live
only
watching.
reason. There's also the W fucking NFL and NBA, whatever the fuck. The W fucking.
I just said the WNBA, bro.
All right, what the fuck is the baseball league?
The softball. It's like a softball thing.
Yeah, who
They don't
watches?
even play baseball, bro.
Who watches?
They don't
that?
even play fucking baseball.
Yeah, because their balls are soft. Who watches that?
There's some people, I'm sure.
Yes, I'm sure there's 3.
There's more than that.
Okay, 4. But no one watches that shit. They watch sports because it's America's pastime is football and baseball.
Dude, Drake was at the WNBA finals, bro. I'm just saying.
Drake is a cuck. He's not. No one cares about Drake. Drake drops a song and he goes, "I know." He sings like a woman. He sings like a woman, Roman.
Drake
he
is
sings like a woman, Roman.
I don't like Drake, but he's the biggest selling artist in the whole world, bro.
No, he fucking isn't. He does not have as many platinum albums. He does not have any. He has not even close to as many platinum albums as the fucking Pink Floyd, as the Beatles, as Eminem, as fucking Metallica, as all these other motherfuckers. No fucking
I'm saying right now. And
no one talks about him. When's the last time you saw somebody tweet about Drake?
Yesterday.
About what?
That his most recent album was garbage. But they're still talking about him.
It's fucking garbage.
I know. I don't like him.
It probably all sounds like this. It's probably all like it's literally all the same fucking bullshit.
In fairness,
I'm gonna be gay. Oh yeah, like that's literally all he fucking
on his recent
says.
album. On his
most recent album that no one knew came out because I pay attention to rap and I had no idea he dropped an album. And did that album have more than 5 songs on it? Probably not. And did any of those songs really blow up? Probably, maybe, possibly, if he's lucky, one of them did.
Like 3 of them did, but one
didn't blow up enough to go on my radar. And I listen to rap music all the time.
Well, one had Cole on it, so that's like probably why it blew up. And the other one had 21 Savage.
What's Cole doing? Nothing. And what's 21 Savage doing? Nothing but talking about the knife on his forehead and going, 21, huh, yeah, 21. Like, that's shit. That's fucking terrible music.
J. Cole makes great music, bro. I won't hear anything.
Drake, he doesn't.
What? Cole was the best part of Drake's album. He was the best part of
somebody else is the best part of his whole album.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? No one gives a fuck.
I'm not defending Drake for the last time. I'm not defending Drake. I don't like him. But he is huge.
No, he's not. Everybody who listens to him listens to his song for 3 days and then just done with it. And then all you hear of it after that is at a bar or a club.
True. But like,
it's not even like
about Drake.
Okay, Roman, you might have listened to that whole album and go, I like this song. But do you listen to every other song on his album? No. Gone are the days of the Slim Shady LP. Gone are the days of the Beatles' White Album, where every single song on the album is a fucking banger. And you listen to every song from start to finish. That doesn't happen anymore. Now these motherfuckers drop an album and you're like, I like that song. Yeah. And it's one song that gets played over and 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 over again until you're fucking sick of it. And then no one ever listens to it again for the rest of their lives.
He's
the funny Mexican guy's being a lazy Mexican guy.
He is
He's out front at fucking Home Depot waiting to get another job.
What is wrong with you today, bro?
No, I'm making the joke that I made with him the other night.
He
He was
climbed back over there.
making the chat to look too chitty. He's making the chat look chitty.
So here's something that I want to ask you.
I know Caleb laughed at that. I know. I could just hear Caleb laughing right now in my head.
What are your thoughts on Taylor Swift?
I think Taylor Swift is fucking remarkably popular, and she actually still has sold out more concerts than almost anybody in the past 10 years. Like, yeah, I might not like her music, but I will not deny the fact that she's popular as fuck. She is more popular than any of these mumble rapping retards.
I find it annoying that she's on every ESPN post now.
She only is because she's maybe possibly dating a football player who's related to the guy from Philly. It's like, yeah, okay, cool. But no one cares about that at the end of the day. I don't listen, yes, I don't listen to her, and I don't give a fuck about her fans. Unless somebody in chat is one of her fans, because then you guys are cool. But, like, what I'm saying is, if you like Taylor Swift, you like Taylor Swift. There's certain classic rock bands that I don't like that are huge. That it's like, you know what? That's fine. Like, they were big. There's certain metal bands that are huge that I don't like, but I like metal. There's certain pop bands that I like that I'm not a total fan of any other version of pop. Like, I love the Killers when it comes to alternative. I fucking hate Green Day. A lot of people like Green Day. I hate Green Day. I fucking hate Green Day. But I love the Killers, and other people like Green Day. That's cool. But here's the thing. You can't deny the fact that Taylor Swift is remarkably popular for an actual reason. There's a lot of girls that like her. There's a lot of females that like her in that way. There's a lot of guys that like her.
If you're a Swiftie, you aren't cool. You're a lame and gay, and you should rethink your life.
You are lame
in fairness,
yo,
Pilgrim.
We need to we need to get that clip from Attack of the Clones. You should go home and rethink your life. And we need to put you're lame and gay, and you should rethink your life. We need to have somebody do that.
In fairness,
Ronnie, I will record the lame and gay part. You are lame and gay, and you need to rethink your life.
People made fun of Rolo and me for being Eminem and Linkin Park fans, and people said that we were lame and gay and that we were not cool for being fans.
And I said, "Yep, you're totally fucking right. I love Eminem and Linkin Park, and I will not say I don't. Do I like Eminem as a person currently? Not really. If I met him, I'm sure I would have a great time talking to him. Same way that I don't like Mark Hamill as a person currently on the way that they show themselves on the social media, but at least Eminem apologized. At least Eminem came out and said, you know what? I shouldn't have said the shit that I said. I was an idiot. Mark Hamill will never do that.
They want to run about fuck you. Fuck you.
Hey, at least Pilgrim still lives in Oregon.
True.
The second gayest capital of the country.
I genuinely wonder though, what goes into the mindset of people to be like Justin Bieber fans? Because he makes the most basic music I've ever heard in my whole... Dude, he's so basic, bro. He says the same thing on every song.
He doesn't
She don't love
exist.
me. She don't love me anymore. She don't love me anymore, bro. She don't love me anymore. Like, he says the same thing on every song.
As soon as Ed Sheeran became a thing, he stopped existing. All the chicks that were Justin Bieber fans went straight to Ed Sheeran.
Because Ed Sheeran's actually talented.
Well, the funniest thing to me, dude, I know I said this before, but the funniest thing to me will always be the fact that I heard these girls listening to I See Fire by Ed Sheeran. Mm-hmm. And they were two girls that were like, they would always make fun of me for nerdy shit.
Uh-huh.
And I remember specifically being like, you know where that song's from, right? They're like, yeah, it's Ed Sheeran. I'm like, yeah, the song that he wrote for The Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. They're like, no, he didn't. I'm like, yeah, he did. The song was written for The Hobbit. They're like, he would never write something for something like that. Look it up. And they looked it up and they looked at me and I was like, I fucking told you, bitch. Just walked away. I was like, fuck you. You've been making fun of me for this shit forever, and now your boy toy is fucking loving the same shit that I've loved forever.
Hey,
You've been making fun of me.
Don't call Ed Sheeran a boy toy. Ed Sheeran's a talented artist, okay?
No, but to them he was.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like they would have dropped their knees.
I hate Ed Sheeran only because I'm tired of hearing, oh my god, it's Ed Sheeran.
Great Pilgrim is ginger, actually, to anybody who doesn't know. So that's fucking hilarious.
I said some not nice things to him a couple of nights ago in
The ginger
in
pilgrim.
Damien's Discord. And Pilgrim, I was having a bad day.
Pilgrim
I want to say sorry.
Pilgrim the orange. Pilgrim the ginger.
That made my whole day, bro. That made my whole day. I hate Ed Sheeran only because I'm tired of hearing people, oh my god, it's Ed Sheeran. Anytime I go in anywhere. See, Pilgrim, this is when you dye your hair, bro. That way people won't like associate you with him anymore. I feel bad for you, Pilgrim. It must be tough to be a
Never
redhead.
let them ginger side you. Never let them ginger side you, Pilgrim. You're the last ginger standing.
He's like one of, you know what? I'm not gonna say that because we might have people that watch us that are redhead. I
He
was
is
about to say,
somebody who watches us who's redhead. Redheads are good looking people. At least the
yeah.
women. At least the women. Roman,
What?
watch yourself. There's one redhead that I will forbade you from.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Nah, we're a proud race. Dyeing our hair is against our religion.
Exactly.
Yo, Roland, would you ever bleach your hair?
No.
No?
No.
Would you ever dye it?
Dye to what?
I always thought you would look good with like green hair.
Do I look like Ninja?
There's an emoji of you in Damio's Discord where you have like Karen hair, and it's like blue hair.
If I
And
was
it
in
actually
a
looks
band,
kind of
if I was in a band, I would dye my hair color. But no. If I had money where the fuck it didn't matter and I'm just like doing it for a stage presence, then sure. Or if I were to do it, like the only time I wouldn't even dye my hair to cosplay Kaneki or Ichigo. I would just get a good looking wig
right.
and cut
No,
my
but
hair.
there are people when it comes to cosplay that go so far that like they'll actually like dye their hair, which is
I
like
would if I had the right hair for it, but I don't.
yeah.
If I
No,
was gonna go hardcore for an actually really good cosplay, then yeah, I'd probably do it. But I don't have the hair for it, so I might as well just buy a wig instead. Because if I can't get my hair to look the right way for said cosplay, then there's no point in me dyeing it at all.
yeah, man, I feel
By
you.
the way, I'm shaving all of this.
All of it? Why?
Because November's over on my birthday. I want to let it regrow.
Fuck. Does that mean that I gotta shave this off?
No, it just means that next Wednesday you guys are gonna see Rolo babyface.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh Lord. Yeah, nah,
I'm
man.
getting rid of the mustache.
I-
I'm getting rid of the beard. I'm gonna start getting carded when I go out to dinner. It's gonna be nice.
You look a bit like Will Turner. You know, I see it.
I've been told that actually.
Well, actually, it's funny because in high school, when you had your long hair, people called you Johnny Depp. Actually,
No, because people. That's the funny. The funniest thing is that people would always call me either Will Turner or Rolando Bloom. I got Rolando a lot. People would say that I looked like Will Turner. My hair's not getting cut. This is staying.
I love the Pirates movies, dude. They
But
will.
but
forever
yeah,
be
no,
some of the movies.
I'm definitely gonna. This is all going. This is all going. This is all going.
You should keep the beard. You should keep the beard.
I'm regrowing it all from scratch.
Damn, man.
But
Damn.
it's actually so. Even Pilgrim thinks that. That's weird, dude. I have so many people say that I look like Will Turner. It's fucking weird. Like it's
Yeah.
switched. It went from like when I was in high school, everybody called me Jack Sparrow, but then I had a couple people that were like, "Dude, you look more like Will." And then now, like throughout college, and then now at work, and like shit like that. Even currently at work, people are like, "You look like Orlando Bloom." I'm like, "No, I don't." Like I take it as a compliment, but I'm like, "No, I'm not that good looking." Shit.
To be honest, to be honest, bro, I see it actually. A little bit. A little bit. You kind of look like Will. Yeah, I see it. Rolando Bloom.
You go put a white shirt on with a vest.
But like, I don't know about you. I got nothing else to really talk about. So if you got anything that you want to plug, I say we plug, and then I will play the outro, and then we'll get on out of here.
Fuck you, Pilgrim, you son of a bitch. I love you, Brody. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I want to plug is tonight on Gatekeepers Daimyo's channel. Everybody go and subscribe to the Gatekeepers Daimyo. We'll be on there tonight. I don't know what he wants the topic to be. We talked about a couple of them yesterday. I just don't know which one he's going with quite yet. I think we're doing George Knapp.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
yeah, there we go. Thank you, Pilgrim. So go and sub. See us over there later tonight. I just want to
The
say
links
thanks to everybody who popped in the chat today. Thank you. Go and subscribe to Star Wars Dog. Subscribe to King's Advisors. X-Wing, of course, who hopefully we'll be having on here in a couple weeks.
You know what the best part about playing this outro is? We can't get hit. We can't get hit with copyright.
We can't get hit with copyright because So that's the thing. We have to tell the chat. So this is a song that we made back when we were young and stupid. So this is the first rap song. This is the first rap song that Roman and I actually recorded together with Hector, our other friend, and Ray, our other friend. It's not the best thing in the world, but we figured, fuck it, we'll play it.
Yeah, so this is going to be the outro. You guys know all of our plugs.
Oh yeah, and follow me on Rolo Films on Instagram and shit, and then Rolo Lord, the Grand Admiral Rolo on Twitter, X, whatever. I am writing a book, and I will give updates on my novel. So
I don't think I'm gonna play the full song. I'll play up to your verse, and then we'll call it a quit. But yeah. So without any further ado, Everyone, drum roll, please.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
It's glitchy. Reshare it.
Ah, man.
Reshare it.
I got it.
It's
I don't
going.
want it
It
to be.
sounds like static over it.
Mike,
I mean,
what day is it, Mike?
Same shit.
That's okay. Well, we're just getting out of here. Peace, peace out, y'all.
Son of a bitch.
Deuces. I know, right? Ass.